science. You're not the only one cursed or colored. Children with Phyllis podcast.
Get us rolling, my friend.
Florence Pugh, bro.
We need to start. It hasn't even started.
Margot Robbie,
It hasn't
bro.
even started.
It's about to go down.
I called going last for Barbie.
No way.
I called going last. You guys
Spoilers ahead.
Guys, this week has just been cinema.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week for
At its
movies.
peak, I think this was like one of the greatest months.
That was
Of,
weeks,
like-
just the week.
Yeah.
Honestly, we got Mission Impossible, Barbie, and Oppenheimer.
Bro, that's an
That's wild.
insane.
Tom Cruise,
Oh my
Nolan,
God.
and
Yeah, that was all in the
Robbie,
span of a week.
Greta
Yeah.
Gerwig, like what?
Yeah, I spent more time at the movie theater this week than like
Ever.
like for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, I showed up. They said, "Is you gonna have the usual?" I said, "Yeah."
No,
Nah.
they didn't.
No, I'm kidding.
Dude, that would have been fire though.
It would have been
How,
fire. It
right?
would've
But
been
like,
fire.
yeah, bro, you already know what I'm getting. Like,
And like,
do you typically get the same thing every time?
Yeah.
What is it? What's your order?
Large popcorn with the drink, with the water.
With the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also think this is like the longest streak I've had in a movie theater with different movies. Like I usually go rewatch movies
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
like when it's like a movie that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But like, bro, Mission Impossible, Barbie, Oppenheimer, back to back to back.
Yo, I'll introduce us, right?
Yeah,
because
let's
we're
do
all
that.
here. So, guys, welcome to episode 232 of the Chillin' with Villains podcast. I'm one of your hosts, JB, in the crib.
Do we do one for JB?
Oh, I didn't change it to my Barbie shirt. Keep going, y'all. Keep going.
Yo, what a fumble, bro.
You thought we were all just wearing pink for the hell of it.
Eunice, get me a paper towel when you come back.
Brother, this guy stinks!
So, guys, if
I
you didn't
nutted
know,
earlier. I need paper.
whoa. If you didn't know, now you know. Eunice is in the building.
And I'm just gonna cut to him and he's not there. That's like the best thing.
Shout out to Eunice.
He's putting on his Barbie attire.
Even when he's here, he's late.
feel like he's just always with us.
Even when he's here, he's late.
Blackout Brim is in the building.
Oh, hi, Mark. Grim.
I always
Come
mess
on,
it up. I just
man.
need to
Come
switch it.
on,
I just need to
man.
switch it.
And yes, Mark is here.
easy.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And of course, our girl Kim K has to bring in our guy Ariel.
Get up, Ariel.
Yo, I'm gonna wait till Eunice is seated, and then I have a very important question to ask you guys as we start off this podcast.
I knew he was gonna
Paper
forget.
towel?
I knew he was gonna forget the paper towel.
Yeah. Why do you put it down like that?
Like, you know when
All right, you're seated. You're good. I'll
Yes,
wait
sir.
till you put on your headset.
Let's get it.
Now you can hear us.
Yeah, now I can.
So, what did we say this week? Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Barbie, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Mark, rank them. Your least favorite to your favorite watch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
shit.
Out of
off
the three?
bat, out of the three. Out of the three.
Okay.
No pressure.
Okay. Sorry, this is tough. People are gonna hate me for this, but
Oh,
He's
shit.
gonna put Barbie number 1.
nah, I'm not. I'm putting Mission Impossible, Barbie. My boy. Then Oppenheimer.
You enjoyed Barbie more than Mission Impossible?
No,
is that
you just
what it
put
was?
Mission Impossible 1.
You what?
So you said Mission Impossible, Barbie.
Dead Reckoning.
No, I meant like as his first. Mission Impossible,
You
then
put Mission
Barbie.
Impossible as the
Oh,
first?
you said best to. I thought you said worst to best.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh.
So Dead Reckoning was last. You put Barbie in front of Dead Reckoning. Okay.
Wow.
I'm not mad
But
at
I
that.
obviously I
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
all of those movies. It's like
Absolutely.
trying to, you know, they're all 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we should do a little disclaimer. Like, we do not hate
Yeah.
literally any
Right
movies
at the
that
bottom
came out
of the
this
screen.
week.
Well,
They're all 10.
I don't know if we can say that for everyone.
That's true.
At least me, bro.
I don't know if we can say that
I
for
was
everyone.
eating good this week, bro. Oh my lord.
Good.
Yo,
Let me go next. Let me go next. Let me go next. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I need a. Yeah. I wish I did to go to theater. I think. Oh wait, worst to best?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like which did you enjoy? Like obviously you enjoyed all of them, but like
my best theater experience still, I think, was Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. That's
Wait,
my favorite.
Theater experience or like movie? Like
Like out of the week, yeah, Mission Impossible is number one for me.
okay.
And then Yeah, I'm doing the. I don't care. I'm going from best to worst. Not like from top to whatever.
Okay, just rank it.
Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, then Barbie.
Okay.
Mission Impossible is still like, that movie is still, like, it's my favorite Mission Impossible. So like, it's so good. But Oppenheimer, just because of the experience, that movie was literally like 3 hours of me just taking in whatever Chris Nolan just fed me. Like, bro, I'm literally just there and I'm just like, the entire time, bro. Like at times I couldn't like stand back. I had to like just do this.
I know. I peeped that.
Yeah.
I peeped that.
Yeah.
Ariel too. Ariel's like,
Bro, the explosion, like the entire thing of setting up with they're in the bunkers and shit, bro. I could not. Like I was so tensed up. In the scene where they're, you know, like when he exposed Strauss for everything, I was like, bro, I couldn't.
So it just started off. Okay.
Yeah.
right. Guys,
Again,
straight into the Oppenheimer.
yeah. But like Barbie was so enjoyable. I'm kind of happy I started with Barbie though, because I needed Oppenheimer to be like that last movie
agreed.
to like take it all. And
I think that was the best way to do it.
Yeah,
Barbie
yeah.
I
first.
agree. I feel like, imagine we saw Oppenheimer like last night, and then like to come into Barbie today, I felt like it just would have been like,
Nah, yeah.
it's a clash of like, yeah, I get it.
and it's just it's crazy how this weekend became Barbenheimer, right? Like I forgot how I told this on the line, but I'm like, I think it was you, Ariel, where both films are kind of profiting from dropping on the same weekend.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're joint promoing. It's like insane.
Exactly.
And you know what's funny? I saw people at my movie theater. So I went to go see Oppenheimer last night, and people were showing up in like, I saw a whole squad of guys, like a friend group, like in Oppenheimer, like
That's
dressed
hard.
as Oppenheimer. Like,
That's hard.
I was like, damn, that's kind of tough. And then I saw a group of girls like all pink for Barbie. I saw guys all wearing pink for Barbie. It was just insane.
Bro, in our theater-
I got there, the line was out the door.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Out the fucking door.
I see people on like Instagram posting like they're all like at the like.
Yeah.
When was the last time you see people posting pictures at the theater, bro?
That was
that's what I'm-
that
and
wasn't a
that's-
comic book movie too, because I feel like
Exactly.
this has happened maybe for like Endgame or like something like a big Marvel movie, but like not for like an established IP.
so,
Oh no,
like,
I mean
last-
Barbie is an IP, like whatever.
Last
but, like,
night I texted you guys. I've not been in a theater with this much like energy, like the vibes. It was literally like Endgame or like the hype. I felt like people were just like super excited.
So yo, when Einstein came out, like your theater was like, yo, that's crazy.
That was like Cat picking up Mjolnir.
Yeah. That's the equivalent.
No,
That's
like,
the
but
equivalent.
you know, like, dude, people in my theater were like, I looked around at multiple points and people were like this during Oppenheimer.
yeah.
Like, hand on mouth, like, gasping. Like, holy shit. Like,
There were a
And
couple
it's-
times in our theater where like people like the jokes also hit like the
Yes.
very minimal
Yes.
times that they were like it was like snarky
great.
comments
Yes.
and people were all like out loud just like a
yeah,
nice
like
little
Oppenheimer.
But like,
being like,
homeboy-
being like
homeboy
I'm
in our
considering
row.
it.
yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, you could say the same for Barbie too. At least in our theater, when
The
the
jokes
jokes
were hitting.
Oh,
were
yeah.
hitting, bro, the theater was cracking up.
Loud too, yeah. Barbie was a good
Like-
theater experience as well.
Loud.
And that's what I'm saying for both movies, not just like, so it's very unique where you have two movies at the same time where the theater experience is different but also very like, obviously two different movies, right? Barbie and Oppenheimer, but like for Barbie it's like everyone's like laughing and having like fun and smiling and whatever.
Yeah.
In Oppenheimer it's like people are just like invested, they're on the edge of their seat type of shit where it's
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah.
feeling like
it's
the
very
anxiousness, like,
very much a political thriller.
yeah, but
And-
so you're not going to be laughing and smiling all throughout the whole time. But it's
Yeah.
like you're just there, like invested and totally locked in, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you
it's
think
crazy.
production companies will take into account what this weekend did and start
I hope
releasing
so.
movies like stark contrast from each other? Like, you know,
Yeah, but nah, cause you're forcing it. This
I
shit
agree.
happens so
I agree, but
naturally.
like
It did.
companies like are known to like see something and think that'll be like, bro, the Morbius shit when people were making memes about it and they thought like, yo, let's re-release it, people are gonna see it, and it just fucking tanked. Like,
And it bombed again.
Exactly. Like I think production companies will see that and like
Imagine
try to
bombing
emulate
twice
it.
at the box office.
That's hilarious.
Like, yo, run it back. It's like, nah.
Like we was laughing at you, bro. We weren't laughing with you.
That's one of those situations
Yeah,
for sure.
But the last time I think like people were making fun of it that like the last time this happened was when The Dark Knight dropped in 2008 with Mamma Mia. Like that was like one of like another the last time,
But they
a
didn't
movie like
both
that.
profit.
Yeah,
right?
not like that.
Not like
yeah.
not like how these two movies are
Yeah.
gonna profit.
It was kind of like a thing they like discovered after the fact that this was going crazy.
Right.
They're like, oh guys,
Right.
look, this happened as well, and it's like, damn. So
Right.
like,
Damn.
I don't know. I think it could happen.
So who's next to give?
I'll go.
All right.
It's very tough because I enjoyed all three a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, so you G'd me. You G'd me.
I would. I never G'd you. I never said anything.
No. In the restaurant at Buffalo, you're like you're making like comments like, oh, I guess unless you're in Barbie or something. You're making comments where it made me feel like you didn't like it. Or you're trying.
We'll
to
get to when I get to my opinion on the
okay.
movie. But I was mostly talking about Ariel. I would go. So from worst to best, I would say not worst, right? Obviously, all three were amazing.
Yeah.
I would go with Dead Reckoning, Barbie, and then Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Just like me.
Yeah.
Yo, Ken's, bro.
Yo, with a
Yeah,
kid.
you're
Yes.
Knuff. You guys are Knuff.
You guys are Knuff.
I am Knuff, bro.
Yo, how much you think that sweater will run for? Eunice, you said 100, right?
It might be 100. Yeah.
Yo, did we all like meditate before this so we can get our Kenergy up?
No, but I think like
I did it
if
on
you
the way.
have it, you just have it. There's no need for meditation. We just have it.
Because of patriarchy.
Yo, anybody got a horse? Yo, he ready to ride a horse. My guy Ariel ready to ride a horse.
Yo, shout out to the horses in Oppie, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's why it
I
makes
said
sense to
I
watch
said
Barbie
the same
before.
thing. I said the same thing. This weekend was about the horses, bro, and the patriarchy. That's what it's about.
All right, who's next?
Fucking America.
Oh yes, we do have. We have our we have the substitution for blank. For those
Oh,
that
right.
don't know, our ranking system.
All right,
It
let's
is
explain
now-
to them.
Sublime.
All right, let's explain what it is from bottom up.
All right, cool. So this is the definitive for good. It is never again
Yeah, I'm
changing.
never changing shit again.
From the bottom, right?
Just-
From the
yeah,
bottom. we got-
Especially to Jeremy, don't ever fuck this
Yeah.
up again.
So we got Morbius.
Morbius,
We got Fe.
Fe,
We got Mid-Mania.
Midmania,
We got
Sublime.
Sublime. And then we got Heat. And then we got Wavy.
That's it.
I
That's
do
it.
think okay,
Oh,
Bro.
there's always that one. Dude.
Bro,
cut his
What-
mic.
what is
Cut
it
his
called?
mic.
if you
Cut his
Google
mic.
Sublime, it means the utmost like greatness and perfect. Like look up what Sublime means.
Well, like I don't. Who cares what the official thing
That's
is?
cool, but Heat and Wavy is better than that. So that's all that matters.
Thank you, Brim. Man, jeez.
You still had a good time with Sublime.
hi,
you
Mark.
know?
I think it should be higher. Like it should
Yeah,
be.
but I feel like now when people say Sublime, they don't mean it's the best of the best.
Listen,
Like,
we
but-
said it.
First of all,
We
I
said
don't know.
our
anybody
context.
This is our
Who
context.
the fuck says it?
This is our context.
So
of such excellence, grandeur, or beauty as to inspire great admiration or awe.
Is that not gassing the fuck out of it?
Nah,
I mean,
bro.
but
Look, we settled. That's
all right, all right, cool,
Sublime
cool.
is fine, bro.
is Sublime our number one?
That's what I mean.
should we yes, push it down, push everything down, put Sublime at the top.
That's what I would
No,
do.
Sublime is fine in the blank spot.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
that's it. That is the
That's it.
definitive list. You know what? Don't even say anything to J Money. We'll just hide it from him.
we're never gonna ever have him on the podcast.
Whenever he comes in, we'll never do a ranking.
He
We'll
says
never do a
blank.
ranking.
He says blank. We're gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about?
No, we'll let it rock. We'll be like, yeah, blank.
blank.
This guy thought it's still blank. Ooh,
You got
mine
a bone to
is
pick with Jeremy.
mine is probably gonna go Barbie, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible.
of course, I forgot. Tom
Dead
Cruise is the
Reckoning,
best actor of
Part
all time.
one. But I'll get into it because it's just we're not
recency
comparing
bias.
them. The recency bias,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. but me watching Oppenheimer just now just
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
negates the whole recency bias that y'all been throwing at me because
You hate
it
it.
is but it's nowhere near Nolan's best film.
Nowhere
Nowhere
near.
near.
Nowhere near it.
what's his best film.
Well,
Interstellar
my
for me.
favorite, The Dark Knight, but I think his best is Interstellar.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Inception's my favorite.
I still think
Yeah.
Interstellar is like up there.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
That's not touching.
but again, I hate saying stuff like this because it does sound like I'm coming off like, yo, this shit was ass.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. This shit is still a cinematic masterpiece
Yeah,
from
yeah,
start
yeah.
to finish.
That's just
I just
how, like,
enjoy
That's how
Interstellar.
that's how amazing his catalog is.
That's
His
what I'm
bag
saying,
is
right.
actually
Nuts.
wild.
Like that's why the other night when I was like, "Yo, Fallout is an overhyped masterpiece," yeah, because that shit is
No,
still
no.
fucking
that
gas.
sentence still doesn't make sense to me.
It
How does
doesn't
it
make
not
sense.
You
It makes
can't. You
sense. It makes
overhyped
sense.
masterpiece. So
Ariel,
is
what's your
Oppenheimer
list?
overhyped?
Ariel, what's your list?
Yeah, yeah,
Deflecting.
exactly. Yeah.
Deflecting.
How am I deflecting?
Because
You're trying to change the subject.
It's a masterpiece.
Overhyped though.
But you said
But
overhyped.
it's overhyped because it's not better than Dead Reckoning Part 1. That's it. What's your
Man,
list?
I
What's
know.
your list?
Shut up. What's your list?
My list is
From worst to best.
Barbie, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Yo, bro, I would ut his mic for that. Bro. I'm not going to cat.
Yo, my shit not even gonna be on the pod. I'm just muted the entire time.
Yo, put the stormtrooper. Can you give him the stormtrooper voice?
I wish I could just
In post.
turn it on.
It's only in post.
It's
Don't do
That'd be
it.
so great.
it's definitely Dead Reckoning.
At the
Number one,
bottom.
because I saw it twice.
Oh, I won.
The
Okay,
top,
we're going
yeah.
best to worst now.
I did see it twice as well.
We keep flip flopping.
Wow, you switched up on the GOAT, Nolan? That's crazy. I'm gonna let him know next time I see him.
That ass. I'm texting
So
him
yeah,
right
it's
now.
Dead Reckoning part 1, and then Oppenheimer, then Barbie.
Okay.
All right.
So what you think of?
So we're right. We're gonna start off talking about Barbie, y'all, because A, shorter film, B, a little bit more on the,
It's the order we watched it in.
And we're like dressed for
Yeah,
the
it's the order
occasion.
and we are already dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
Well, Eunice wasn't, but now
No, I
it
am.
is.
Now he is.
I am.
So yes, Barbie. First and foremost, right? I think there was 2 trailers that dropped, if that. That's the thing. I didn't even know. All the marketing was just done because there was just pink everywhere, pink everything. It wasn't even based off trailers. We saw one trailer, and that first trailer was again the first 2-3 minutes of the film, where they were she comes in and the kids are playing with the dolls and
in the
stuff.
desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
So-
no idea what this movie was gonna
So
be about.
no idea what it was, and again, I came out of it thoroughly surprised at just how much. Again, I knew of Greta. I have not seen Lady Bird. I have not seen Little Women.
Little Women.
So this was my first sort of interaction with her as a director. But I think I completely understand. Why coming into it, I knew people were gonna say the things that they were gonna say about it, and we were kind of all having this, or not all of us, but the 3 of us that stayed after for Mickey D's late night sesh. By the way, I don't remember the last time I had gotten McDonald's and was up till 2:00 in the morning. So thank you guys for that. That was really nice.
I told you to do it, bro. He almost didn't do it.
I did it, and I didn't get a haircut this morning, and I don't even care.
Crazy.
Exactly.
My stomach still hurts from the McDonald's I had last night. Bro. That was not a good
You
idea.
had some
He
dusted ass
wasn't even
wings
with us, and he
at
had
Buffalo
McDonald's
Wild
too.
Buffalo Wild Wings is trash.
But no, so I mean, going into this, I just thoroughly enjoyed. Yo, are y'all done with y'all little side conversations?
sorry.
No. I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll wait.
nah,
really
we'll wait.
bothering me.
We'll wait,
I'll wait.
because all of us are tight right now. What are y'all talking about?
All right, is that I was looking up the cast list for Barbie, and everybody, all
It's
the
just
people,
Barbie,
it just says
Barbie,
like
Ken.
It's just funny.
And so I was like, so I said that's how IMDb should have it for all MCU movies going forward, because leaks and shit.
I'll just do it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thanks.
He did the audio for himself.
Thanks. Yeah.
At least he's self-aware.
That was
Like
needed.
the Barbie
That was
movie.
needed.
Nice segue.
Banger.
It was funny for us.
Banger. So I want to kind of do what we did when we did Flash. So Mark, we can start off with you again.
Nah, I'm good.
Now that we have our rating system, yo, what a high beast! His fucking lock screen is Barbie. High beast. So what is your ranking? Your rating for Barbie, and our new rating system, established, confirmed for life.
Wavy.
Ooh.
Wavy.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Ariel,
Sublime.
All right.
we need that on the soundboard whenever it comes
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I'm gonna get that,
You
yeah.
definitely need that.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be
Eunice.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Wavy. I loved it.
Junior.
Damn.
Whoa,
No
whoa.
order.
What? Yeah, yo to you.
Hit, more hit.
Alright.
Come on.
I'm gonna say wavy.
All right.
Ooh.
Wavy, baby.
I'm gonna go with Heat.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Heat.
Because it hated on men. What a sexist, bro.
Yo. So, but that's one of the things I was gonna bring up from our conversation last night.
Oh yeah, we
where,
dug deep last night.
Like we shoveling, bro, shoveling. But
Yeah.
I think it's an important thing to talk about because first and foremost, we are a podcast of 5 men, right? So, and that's why I wish, and I think in due time we'll have, more female guests that we're able to talk to about films like this, because I want to know what this was like for the female perspective, from the female perspective. Because obviously we saw throughout the entirety of the film, whether they were in Barbie land or the real world, men were either just dumb or, just dumb. Like they just were. Like there's definitely shat on men to a good extent. And with In my opinion, with all like due reason, like I completely understand. But then it brings up that notion where I think Brian, you had brought up a good point last night where you were just like,
can I get to it?
Of course, that's
Okay.
your point. So you do it.
All right, this is what I said last night. It took me a lot of sessions back and forth.
Canceled.
Yeah.
And-
No.
It's the McDonald's talking, guys.
Okay. Nah, this is the B-Dubs talking.
All right.
So, obviously, I rated it wavy. I loved the movie. My biggest gripe was not even like them making fun of men, because I thought that shit was like funny, like everything. But it was like how at the end, it would have been nice. So I compared it to like how, Barbie Land, instead of bringing it back to how it was, where Ken was like kind of like a nobody, they kind of acknowledged that he is his own person.
Right.
He's kind of.
And they promoted that. So it was like, I wish they kind of like realized something in the real world, that really not all men are bad. And it's not really like that. And they're not all dumb. Because they really painted a picture of like how men are just horrible people and like dumb, and kind of gave men like no love at all at the end. Not even like a, hey, it's actually not that bad. Like most men are good. A lot of men are bad. Like some, I don't even know how to.
Get a load of this.
Meanwhile, he was like fucking cheering me on last night.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
So I understand. Like, I think that it's a hard thing to portray, where it's like you spend the whole movie, right? Like, where it's like you're trying. Her whole goal was to fix herself, right? To fix like her as a toy or Barbie or whatever, right? Like because she was feeling like depressed, or cellulite was happening, and so like she went to the real world for that, right? And I think like obviously there are a lot of men who are fucking horrible, right? I'm not saying like that's like, I'm not even gonna try to give a percentage on it, but
How
it's a
many
lot.
men
Right.
are horrible?
What's the percentage of men that are
horrible
sexist?
men?
Right.
But like over under on that.
You're not a misogynist? Name every woman. Yeah.
That's what I
think
thought.
so.
I just think like, I think Ken, being that he went to the real world with her and like learned about the patriarchy and things like that. I think he was supposed to represent not only a Ken, but also like a man from civilization. Yeah, like the real world. Because
I know what you're trying to get at, but I don't see that at all.
But I think Ken represented a specific demographic for men. I don't
that
think
too.
it was all men. Like who did he see? Anytime that he went, did he have a single conversation with a dude that wasn't like a douche? Did he go to a place that wasn't filled with like?
I get that, but it's like
Like I said, I think
it's like
Ken,
the whole reason why Barbie like got reprogrammed and everything is because they were shitting on men, and that's how it got them reprogrammed, which again I thought was fucking hilarious. Especially when like the guy had to like explain Godfather, like that was fucking funny.
right.
Like even like the Zack Snyder joke, like all that shit was like just how manly men can be, and just the dumb things that they admire, and to distract them and whatnot. I totally get that, but it's like every dude that she ran into in the real world was a douchebag, which again is fine in the beginning. All I'm saying is at the end it would have been nice for them to just point out that that's just not really how it is at the end of the day. Like it would have been nice for what's the girl the girl's mom, her character,
America's
Gloria.
character, Gloria.
yeah, if she like pointed out like something good about her husband, you know what I mean? Instead of it's like are you even like happily married then? Because the whole time she's just complaining about him pretty much, and like her being a mom and whatever. I get the things that she was pointing out and how like she's like never appreciated in this and that. So it's like, but at the end you're still with him. So is he still a piece of shit? I guess I don't understand.
No,
There was
I don't think she was ever complaining about her husband. It wasn't that.
it was-
Like he was just
But she was complaining about her being a mom.
no. It was about how
Not her
society
being a man.
treats her.
I know. and how men treat her, how she can't talk about her kid, but if she doesn't talk about her kid, like she was doing this whole thing.
Like you're supposed to love being a mother, but you can't talk about your kids too much because then you're gonna be annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't be bossy you can't be. It's hard to be a boss because if you're mean, you're a bitch. This, that, and the other.
Yeah, exactly.
And and those are real double standards that they obviously have to deal with not only in work but everywhere in life.
Yeah, so and I agree with all that.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying I think the men were all used to demonstrate those specific those types of things that women would have to deal with. Not saying all men are bad, but they were just using the men in that movie to portray those stereotype or those things that they have to deal with from not all men, but just from men.
If that's all it is, then that's still my gripe is that she didn't show men some sort of love, because at the end it just ended like men suck.
I think another thing too, though, if you look back, right, because you were talking about yesterday as well, right, like kind of like the Stallones, the Schwarzeneggers, and having the the manly man and having their scenes, right, but I think in those films, or not all those films, right? Like obviously Rocky has his wife, right? Adrian, like all those, but for the most part, like in the films that we've gotten before in the past, right? It's been a lot of where women are mostly just there to be either A, the damsel in distress, or B, the person that is sexualized, right?
Yeah.
Women in film just never really got their opportunity. And the other day I was actually having a conversation with Kayla's dad where he was like, brought up a good point, right? Where it's just like women in the industry start getting older and they're no longer young and beautiful and start losing out on roles unless they're like a really critically acclaimed, actress.
Right.
And that fucking sucks, right? It's just like, just because I'm not young and beautiful anymore, like I can't be useful and get roles anymore. So I think Greta as a woman, right, was telling the story from a woman's perspective and like, in the film industry alone, like this is all the shit that happens and how we're discriminated in the film industry as a whole as well.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be kind of crazy that her film is very much on track to hitting over $1 billion.
Yeah.
So it's massive, like what this whole thing kind of is about to spawn and kind of open up doors for. I think Barbie's really gonna like open some shit up.
Absolutely.
But I completely get your point, right? Like, because you being in a relationship, right? You're like, hey, like you feel like it's 50-50 in terms of just, hey, like I'm here to hold you down, girlfriend, right? Just like you're here to hold me down as your boyfriend. So like you want to kind of like that equilibrium between the two. And I completely understand that. I just think, right, the point of the story was more like, hey, this is Barbie's story. Like this is her arc and even that's why I like that at the end she apologized to Ken because she's like, you're right. I did kind of lead you on because Ken essentially wasn't doing anything wrong. Like he was just like, like I'm just trying to be your man, is the way that I am. And she was just like, oh no, it's it's girls' night, like
right.
That's all it is.
Night every night, like
exactly. She even told him, she's like, it didn't have to be girls' night every night.
So I think there are things that in the movie that are like supposed to, like, for me, I didn't get mad at it because it wasn't that wasn't a gripe for me, because I guess it was like more so like, I think with all of us, like even though that was your gripe, I obviously know you're not like those men in those movies. So it's like we're like the shoe doesn't fit. I'm not gonna get mad. Like if the shoe fits, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? I feel like those are the people who are like
really gonna complain about.
Ben Shapiro tweeted about this movie,
right? Like, and I think a lot of the you're gonna see a lot of the alpha males like on TikTok and all that.
Barbie
shit.
is trying to degrade you.
Right.
They want you to feel like a weak man.
Like,
yeah,
no.
I'm not like I would never do all that kind of shit. But it's like
I
like you
like,
saying like she apologized to Ken and everything. That's still just like in like the Barbie land world, right? I'm just strictly talking about.
You're worried about us, the real world us.
No, not us. I'm saying like in the movie, like
I just think
like Gloria, like in her world.
Right. I
like
get
how
what you're
she
saying.
sees men. Nothing changed for her. She's still like, it's like her character. Nothing happened for her arc. It's men still suck and I'm still struggling and I have to just deal with it. There was no like.
Well, I think that's the entire point. Like, this movie is a social commentary on, like, you know, what the real world is. If we, like, women in film have been, like Junior said, the damsel in distress, or, like, they always, like, go through literally zero arcs.
Yeah, but right now, it's basically what they did, and, you know, this might be a hot take, the guys are the damsel in distress.
I think that's the point. I think that was the entire point.
Yeah, but it's like you're just fighting fire with fire instead of, like...
I think it was kind of like saying, like, hey, how would you like it if I... You know what I mean? Like it's like
that's what I think it is.
If it's just if it's switched,
but that doesn't work because the people who you're targeting with that message is quote unquote the Andrew Tates and shit, and the alpha males. They're gonna get even worse.
I think it would have been.
It doesn't matter.
I think even if it had a message like you said in the end, they still would have said the same shit. They would not care. It would be the same exact message.
I think it would be less.
You think Andrew Tate would actually promote the Barbie movie?
Barbie is phenomenal.
I'm not saying he would promote it.
I
think. First of all, I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking about fucking Andrew Tate right now.
I know, but I'm saying you mentioned the alpha males.
Type of do you
think Adam 22 would like this film?
Oh, Cuck 22.
Oh man.
Yeah, kink shaming. That's crazy.
Yeah, fuck him, bro. He's such a weirdo. Anyways, I think again this movie. Fuck.
Love it.
Again, I think this movie's a social commentary. I think that was the point as to what Brim is saying. Like, you know, there wasn't no resolution there at the end for the men. I do think that's the end because her arc,
cool.
like, I think it would give you, like, not false hope in a sense, but, like, America shouldn't go through an arc where it's like, oh, okay. Like, what does her seeing that not all men are bad achieves?
do for that? Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Not even that.
You know how they made life at the end seem beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't
They could have done that about...
Men.
Not men. imagine
Men are beautiful. The patriarchy lives.
The film just takes a complete 180. It's just like, what?
No, but like how life has like real life and like a good balanced life is like how men appreciate women just like women appreciate men. It's like there's a balance, and I feel like majority of the fucking world. I don't even know. Like you said, it's hard to put a fucking percentage on it, right?
But
like, I feel like in my eyes,
the people that you know aren't assholes. Like the men that you know aren't pricks.
Yeah. So I see that I'm like I get it, but damn, bro. The first construction workers you run into are fucking talking about like wanting to be in your leotard or whatever. Like in the I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's all satirical. And again, I was cracking up. I loved it.
Right.
I literally rated it higher than Mission
Guys,
Impossible.
I swear I'm not a misogynist.
Like, I swear to God, guys. Ask my girlfriend.
Okay, I looked up what is the percentage of men that are misogynists, and I didn't get anything. So sorry.
Damn.
But I want to direct our attention to Mr. Ariel Mina real quick because you were teetering a lot yesterday. You were teetering a lot. It went
teetering.
from.
What is teetering?
You went from.
Teetering is
you're
like we asked Ariel. No, I'm gonna explain. We asked Ariel, what did you think of the movie? He goes, his classic. It was a movie.
Oh man, that
We're
means
like,
that means it's not good.
Was like, what do you mean? He's like, I laughed.
It was one of the movies of all time.
And I laughed, and yeah, it was a movie and whatever. And then at one point, he was like, I paid 50 cents for it. I wouldn't have paid full price for it. But then he rated it like
That's insane.
Then he rated it like
What
a 7
the
out of
fuck?
10.
Yeah, went from a 7 out of 10,
and then
this morning
he
you
said something else
just
this
said it's
morning.
sublime, and then so what are your thoughts? How are you
just said
feeling?
everything for me.
But how are you
Okay, so
feeling?
no,
What are
you
your thoughts
say
on the film?
The film grew on me
Oh,
Why?
because I stopped taking it too serious, like you said. I looked at it from a different perspective, and I'm like, all right, this worked for what it was. I didn't fuck with the musical stuff. Like it was.
I actually love the musical stuff.
Like,
Maybe I like musicals.
Like, I don't
I
care
love
about
musicals.
I hate musicals
But Ken
so
singing.
much, but I loved everything in Barbie.
yeah.
The men being used as the dancers, like rather than the women, like that was funny to me. That was great, and they did it. Right, and you know what's funny? Like just talking about everything that we're talking about this film and what it represents. Yeah, right. Everything that this film represents, right? And we still get.
You
we
all
still,
right?
Yo,
Drink
Ken,
some
you
water.
alright, bro?
I still feel like we're getting
Sublime.
more.
Sublime.
I feel like
The
we're
misogyny
getting,
in me is coming out.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I didn't want to say it. I thought of the same show. I was like, is that sexism getting caught in your throat?
Y'all are trash.
I feel like everything that has surrounded this film, right, and the message that it represents, and the talk of the town, has been Ryan Gosling as Ken.
Gosling.
How
Dude.
funny is that?
The irony behind the fact that he stole the show
Yeah,
is fucking.
right.
Yeah,
that was
crazy.
that's probably what kind of warmed me up to like the idea of like, oh yeah, actually, because I did enjoy it. Like Brim said, that he was next to me as my witness, and so was Junior. I was laughing when stuff was funny to me, and yeah.
Well, that's usually what happens when stuff is funny. You laugh. But
He's
I
great.
think
I love him. But yeah, like the thing is, you know, it's sublime.
Yeah.
I enjoy
So,
it.
so what grew on you? Would you say? Like, I know you said Ryan Gosling, but is there anything
The
else, or-
message.
The message.
The
okay.
the overall part, because like
Yeah.
you know, like we extensively spoke about it, and you know, initially it sounds crazy what I say and stuff, but like maybe I just gotta talk it out, and that's it.
Yeah, because like one of the first things he said was like, I think he said it was like a lot of the cookie cutter things, right?
Yeah, like some
Do
of
you
the
still
stuff
feel
was
that way?
no, some of the cookie cutter stuff was het, but
like what?
Cookie
like-
cutter, like it was like you've seen it before.
Like I hate my mom.
like yeah, like the tweens.
I get it. I think the
toxic
kid
and-
is like one of the only like critiques that I could like that I had from the movie. The kid was very like cliche and like I still don't know what like you
You can't say nut job, bro.
when what
You have to say
I
mentally.
think, yeah, but that's a
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
It's writing. It's like that's. I
No.
don't know if I,
no I'm
Um,
saying when
okay.
no when Barbie like when it's getting the visions of the girl
Yeah.
of the little girl and like she was like not like listening to her mom and just being like I never knew what led to that. Like what was the reason for that in that movie? Like why did she hate her mom so much?
Because she's a teenager, bro.
Is
It's my
that just
life.
all it is?
Yeah, I guess it was just
Well,
puberty.
no, I think
Sure.
also like it was. I mean, it seemed. I think.
It was also a fake.
Because
out.
like the mom was
She-
trying, like she's like,
Yeah, no,
giving
she was
her-
trying.
Nah, it doesn't
yeah,
matter, bro.
but-
That shit happens.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly.
It's just
that shit
normal.
happens.
There's obviously a reason,
see-
but it's like,
they see.
bro, they live together
Right.
and they see each other every fucking day. That type of thing develops all the time, especially with daughters and mothers, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
And it's always because like they always see themselves like she saw herself as the opposite of her mom. I felt like it was like like
Right.
I'm those things that you pretend not to be.
She told her.
Like-
she told her.
Right, exactly.
She, was
She
like,
said that.
She was like,
She's-
"Mom, you're kind of like crazy. Like, why do you pretend like not to be?"
Yeah, yeah, and she's like, you're right.
And
Like,
it all stems from her because the patriarchy like pushes it upon her to not be this and not be that, and so
Not be herself.
not be herself.
So I guess she did have an arc. I
Yeah.
take it
Bang.
back.
I take my shit back too. That makes sense. That's
So
good.
so it was like I think
Like I found the kid annoying, but maybe that was the point. Like I think when she went to Barbie Land and again had her arc with her mother, I was like, okay, I really like her. But in the beginning, I was just like,
Well,
why are
but
you so like?
if you think about it, right? Like teenagers are. I mean,
I never had an arc where I just hated my parents out of nowhere. But that's like
you didn't
I
have a
don't
canned
know.
event like that.
Yeah.
I like personally like.
Mom.
I'll speak to this, right? Because growing up, my dad was a very, I mean, most of you know my dad, right? I think you've met him.
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
And he's very outgoing and social.
Yeah.
And I am, especially growing up, I'm not that.
I know.
I'm the opposite. Of
Yeah.
that. And so whenever he would go and do these things, I'd be like, "Yo, stop!" Like he would frustrate me because it was
Okay.
just constantly
Like the embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like
So it was something
A
that was more.
resentment
It was
kind
more.
of
It
did
was more.
grow.
It was more indirect than anything else.
Right, and a resentment kind of did grow, because I viewed myself as the opposite of my dad, and it was just we just kept butting heads, and like then now as I'm growing up, it's like I'm like realizing I'm doing things. Oh, that's like something my dad would do. That's something my dad like. It's like you start realizing you're not so different.
Yeah, hold on. You're comparing your father-son relationship to a mother-daughter?
Dude,
No, I'm
what
just
the
saying.
fuck?
We're over here, dude.
He's-
Get this
he's
fucking patriarchy shit out of here, bro.
bad Ken, bad Ken.
No,
bad Ken.
Get back on your horse and leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my fault. But yeah, that's what I think. As a teenager, I think that it goes for both sides. I've seen it
Yeah.
with sons and fathers and daughters and mothers. You know what I mean? I feel like
and even sons like the other way around. Sons, mothers.
Oh right, yeah, same thing.
You know, so no, completely agree, and I think yeah, man, I truly again going into this not knowing anything, and I also love the kind of creator aspect like that happened, and kind of like because we even got it today in Oppenheimer, right? Like the creator, like I feel like all the three movies that what they have with each other, like Mission Impossible,
And the movie coming out.
Oppenheimer, Barbie. What'd you say?
Marby.
The movie coming out, The Creator.
The creator, right?
This
Yeah, oh shit,
September.
that's right. Yo, full circle. Full circle. But
That shit looks lit.
but that's my thing, right? I feel like
80 mil budget.
them talking about sort of like today in Oppenheimer, right? Like Prometheus, like he gave a gift to the humans, right?
No,
And-
it was like a gift of the gods.
Gifts of fire.
given-
He gave them the power of fire or something.
Yeah,
And he
the
got
power of the
and he
gods.
It's
fucking-
the whole
yeah,
Prometheus thing,
and
like
he,
in the movie Prometheus.
yeah,
Right.
And he got tortured for life.
But kind of just even tying that into Alien Covenant and Prometheus, and having the maker, and what starts happening when the thing that you created becomes cognizant, right? Because that's what was going on.
Cognizant.
Like that SAT word. But we even see it in the beginning, right, where Barbie goes through a routine. They have the sing,
That was my
dance
favorite
along.
scene.
It's all great, and then she's just like, "Does anyone think about death?"
I love that. I
that
think I
death-
even
the death-
cheered. I even like put my arms up like.
The death scene when she said, "Did anyone think about death?"
Yeah,
Okay,
I love that.
So that's why to me, bro, like when I was watching it with you, like I thoroughly thought you were enjoying it. So then that's why when you came
No,
here
but
and you were
Yeah,
like,
that's another
It
thing
it
that
turns
got
out
us by
It turns
surprise.
out that I really did.
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like to
Told
me,
you.
I feel like it's kind of hard sometimes when you're like, yo, like up, like
Yo, just give me
it's
some
whatever.
time. Be patient
Do
with me.
you
I will be
do you
patient,
think
don't
that
worry.
like you have like the opposite, or maybe you have recency bias, but it's recency bias to like only,
Towards
looking at only the
ugh.
flaws of the movie?
Like let it marinate a little
know what I'm
more,
saying?
and
Like,
then you're
it's
like, oh, okay, like I understand
'cause-
this a bit better.
like you said, like you had to talk about it a little bit more, and you're like, oh wow, actually that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
okay.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
feels like that.
Interesting.
But so I think that aspect is really cool where, Barbie starts becoming this, and at the end, right? She wasn't Barbie anymore. Like she's like, yo, like this, I've
She's still Barbie.
I've
going to a
outgrown.
gynecologist, bro.
That was so
That's
funny.
crazy. They confirmed she has genitals now.
No, I think she's gonna get.
Get
Get
Place?
what?
Yeah,
like get a
Wait, what?
No, bro.
This is
like-
No, she became.
that was
no,
that was.
she literally decided to become human. So
Yeah.
like she
Right.
she went to go see a guy.
and I love how the creator was
Yeah,
like,
because
yo,
that's like an important thing to do
As a woman.
As a
Yeah.
woman.
I know.
She didn't go.
No,
that
that
was
was
joking. I was,
joking.
I was
She was
joking. I was joking. I was like, yeah,
It was-
she's
it
gonna
wasn't
go
a good
get.
one. It wasn't
walking
a
it
good
back,
one.
walk.
This shit is different.
So I think that aspect of it is really cool because it also got really serious at times where like the creator told her like, yo, like for humanity there's one way in and one way out. Like there's no do over, no this, no that. Like you're gonna live, you're gonna get old, and
Right.
you're gonna die.
And every day is different. It's not going to be like, for the most
Yeah,
part.
it's tough, and I think the human aspect of it like was really like relatable. Like even if it focuses more on like the women's story, like
Yeah.
But to
Yeah,
me,
the one thing I liked the most was like that is the human part of it. Like they really like emphasized like how beautiful life is. Like she looked at the old lady. And
Right.
I
was
love
like,
that
"You're
scene of her
beautiful."
sitting on the bench.
Like and like that whole thing. I thought that was so like that was a nice way. And I said it last night. I was like, I can only imagine someone like going through a lot of shit
Right.
and watching this movie and getting to the end.
Bro,
I thought that was very
the
like,
montage
nice.
literally
Beautiful.
made me cry. Like
It
I
was
was
beautiful.
my eyes were fucking tearing.
Yeah, I didn't cry.
Yeah, you're
I
just.
You know what's
I
funny?
did, I swear, I didn't tear up.
The studio
I'm not
wanted
a
them to
misogynist, I'll tell you.
Greta to cut that scene of the bus at the bus.
Oh, that's right. I saw
No
that.
way.
Yeah, and she was like, no.
Yeah.
Like she said, if I cut the like this is such a like
the
for
tur-
her it
it's
was
a
very-
turning point.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
a
the turning
point
point.
in an important moment. She was like, if I cut this, I don't know what the rest of the movie's for.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because
damn.
you know what
Like,
it was, dude. That moment, because like as I've gotten older in life, like I've just been a lot more cynical about humanity. I've been a lot more cynical just about life. I'm like, yo, human beings are fucking shitty.
Welcome to the party, bro.
Like they're fucking shitty.
Right, but
Huh?
continue.
But that moment, her kind of just sitting at the bus stop, and then she looks. There's two people looking and laughing, and like she was sort of just enjoying like the little moments like
Right.
in life, and like that. Right, to your point, that
Life-
made me feel good. I'm like, yo,
life
like,
is a lot of things. It's not just one
yo,
thing or the other.
men are still good.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Like everything was like
BVS reference, anyone?
men are,
Men are still good.
everything is
Men
like
and women.
like humans can be shitty, but here like life is beautiful. It can also be beautiful. So
Right.
it's like a lot of men are douchebags and pieces of shit, but men are also great.
But I told Ariel this earlier. Even Will Ferrell's character, right? And Will Ferrell, by the way, was just fucking hysterical.
He's hilarious.
He's
So
hysterical.
unnecessary to have him, but it was
so
just so nice to have him.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy?
He's like, we had one CEO and then we had another one like back in the day.
He's like,
That's
back in
two
the 90s,
CEOs.
that's at least 2 women.
What's
So
crazy is that
funny.
the CEO of
He's so
Mattel
great.
is like a dude as well, like right
Right.
now.
Right.
But if you look at behind like the CEO building, it says Warner Brothers Discovery in the back, and I'm like, yo, this is so fucking hilarious because I know they're all like this.
Yeah.
They're all fucking idiots.
But back to his character, I told Ariel this earlier, right? Because remember when they were trying to get Barbie back, and they were gonna go to Barbie Land, and then one of his like associates was just like, oh, like we do this, and we're gonna lose like a ton of money or whatever, and he was like, it's not about the money. He was like, it's about making little girls' dreams like come true in the less creepy way possible.
Yeah,
I was telling Ariel like that's a sign that kind of shows that like not all men are douchebags. Like he's legit doing this for these like children,
'Cause
for like these girls, because he truly
thinks-
cares. He truly cares about
and he
them.
truly thinks that this is helping them.
What was the ending? It was like just normal human Barbie.
Yeah,
he was like,
that is
"That's
a
not-"
terrible idea. And then the dude's like, actually, this is gonna make a lot of money. Oh, good idea. So yeah, it is sort of like two things can coexist. That's the message that I got. And right, I didn't take it, and I know you didn't take it personal. Obviously, you just ranked this as wavy. And I understand your critiques of it, but I'm just saying, like, from all of our point of view, it was more just like, all right, cool, Greta was able to tell a woman's story and still have it to appeal to a majority of men.
Right.
that's crazy.
At least I think so. At least I think that part of it worked.
Bro,
'Cause
you
again,
s-
I still felt a type of way about
Yeah.
everything. I'm just like, yo, this is working for me. Like, I'm just really enjoying this. And I'm kind of glad I went to it, almost cold turkey. Not fully, because obviously when watching other films, the trailer does show up there. But for the most part, like I didn't see any other clips.
Except for the trailers that you saw in the movie theater, you went in cold turkey.
I mean, it's not like I went out of my way to look for shit,
I
you know?
know. Yeah, yeah.
But I think, Margot doing her thing, as
Everybody-
always.
I don't think there was a
Simu Liu, fucking Gravik.
Gravik.
Uh,
bro.
Yo, they let us scroll in there and everybody's just fine.
Dude, this
Ben
is
Kingsley,
before Secret Invasion,
the
bro.
deer.
That's
he,
right.
he has his own arc where he finds out life is beautiful and he's like, make me a scroll, and it's him and fucking Talos. And
Yeah, I
that's
got
it.
whiplash
He
because I
becomes
didn't see that Secret Invasion episode until after Barbie. So like, because we talked about it and I just never went back to it. But then
Yeah,
when
you're
I
like,
saw,
I'm watching this right after we get off the air.
all right.
because I knew everything.
He was like, I gotta go. Yo, but 1 out of 10, politics
But
ruining
1 out of 10.
politics ruining an already weak plot. Could have genuinely been a fun and cheerful movie, except the feminist speeches and the cliche attempts at forcing political ideologies in a movie with a young target audience. Also, every man, this is your
This is
shit.
Brand.
I wrote
every
this.
Man, every man in it is portrayed either as a bigot or a loser. Truly disgusting.
Loser.
I don't see how teaching young girls that the world is pitched against them, encouraging them to lure men and put them against each other in order to take away their powers, and generally showing men as dumb and gullible is going to help us in the society, except to polarize us even further as we decay and watch our societies crumble. Truly disappointed.
You see, I agree with that last part. Like
But there's
this
a-
little
there's a-
part right
there's a-
here. Look, hold on. I'm gonna.
The part where he says, "Oh, it's not good to help or teach people that."
I don't see how
life-
teaching young girls that the world is pitched against them. Yeah. Encouraging them to lure men and put them against each other in order to take whatever.
Yeah. So
That shit I agree with. It's like they took and it's not even like they did that and then they were like at the end like, okay, hey, like life is beautiful, men are not all bad, whatever. No, they never addressed it at all. It was always men suck. Always.
So the reason why I think it's kind of not simplifying, but I think it's just representing that it's saying by saying it's teaching them that the world is against them. It's teaching them that it's like these are things that you will more than likely deal with in your life
Yeah.
as a
Yo,
woman,
you all right?
because
Crumb.
Fucking crumb.
Like I think
keep
it's
eating
I think
more.
it's like it's the same way with like things like I mean for all of us we're not the same but like we're all minorities, right?
Yo, are
and
you
so,
comparing us men to
no,
women? Dude?
no, I'm not. But I'm saying like we might deal with racism in our lives. And did our parents all talk to us about how to deal with like racism when you see it or when it's done to you? It's like it's not teaching you that it's saying, oh, the world's against you and they're coming after you. It's just more so saying
Get ready,
motherfucker. Like exactly, because it's like,
Shit
yo,
ain't
like,
sweet out here.
it's not
but
sweet.
And you know what? I
that's
love
my-
that point.
That's
I love
my
that
point. It's
Yeah, but not
more
every girl's gonna take it that way.
Sorry.
Especially little girls, they might see that and be like, "Every man's against me." They'll literally take it that way.
How?
The
A
entire
young girl, yeah, they
the
would.
entire ending though was about like you know
Life
the
is
the beautifulness
Of life
beautifulness,
and
the-
life
yeah.
encompasses
Of life,
of
but not
everybody.
of men. It didn't.
Didn't say men
Well,
are beautiful. Damn it.
No, I don't think
Damn
it
it.
needs to explicitly say, "Hey, look,
Dude, you're
men-
talking about someone who's a fucking grown ass man taking the understanding of the movie. I'm talking about children.
Right.
This is a movie. It's PG-13, bro. Like,
Okay, a 13-year-old. You were 13 like 2 years ago. You were an idiot.
yeah, but okay. So then they like.
Like
Do you think that they would take that viewpoint? Would you agree that we're not the same as we're as 13 as we are now? It's like we don't take that same viewpoint. Let's say they take the viewpoint of like, oh, everybody, I hate all men are bad, right?
Can I get water, please?
they're-
Fucking hell, bro.
they're-
I've been coughing for like 5 hours. No one's
should
offering
ask.
water.
You should ask.
You're just asking me if I'm
You
okay.
finished the monster already?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you still have monster.
yeah, that's what.
that's a good. That's fair. That's fair.
I also said drink the
You guys
monster.
just assumed I had. Okay, I'll let it slide.
Yeah. So I
You
think
just want me to die because I'm fucking misogynist.
Misogynist.
I think that the
He took the Cheetos away from me.
Give me that shit back.
I think that the point is that like there's
Bitch.
God, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Fuck.
Yeah, you were on some.
I was on something good. bro.
Yeah.
I had a
Damn.
great point. What did you just say?
I just coughed. I don't know.
He's like, I've
No.
been dying for the past 2 to 3 minutes. Mark, can I? I'm gonna read this one comment. It's a bit extensive, and maybe hopefully something I bring up in this.
If I come
will
up with
help.
it, I'm gonna stop you in the middle of
Exactly,
it.
that's perfectly fine. That's why I want to do it. But I want to read this because I kind of want to.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I want to touch base on this because I feel like it'll bring up some talking points that we have here. 1 out of 10. This film is only skin deep, superficial, and shallow. Ooh, very meta.
Oh, I got it now.
There we go.
Sorry.
All I had to do was read the title.
So when we're all 13, we don't all we don't all take those same thoughts. Like if a little girl watches this, like who's 13, and says, "Oh my," walks out of it and says, "Oh my God, all men are horrible." Do you think that she's gonna carry that same thought from when she's 13 to when she's actually like able to date and able to be out in the world?
No, I hear you. I'm not saying this one movie's gonna change a girl's life.
That's what
I'm not saying
I watched
that.
Barbie, you just
I'm
was
saying that
13.
the power behind a movie like this being as successful as it is, and people supporting what the point is, and like what they're trying to like prove, I guess.
Yeah.
Will have an impact for things like that to keep happening and still constantly affect a girl's life as she's growing up. And even if it is just this one movie and that's it, it could still impact her, like the whole nature versus nurture, like just nurturing growing up. Like this is something that happened and she watched and she interpreted it a certain way, and it does impact the way that she thinks, at least in her younger age. She might like grow up and realize that shit was dumb and that it's not true, or it could
like-
still have an I'm not saying she's gonna fucking
Swear off
hate
men.
fucking men
Yeah.
her whole life, but it's gonna have some sort of an you're just painting a bad picture. Like I would say the same thing if it was the other way around against women. I'd be like, you're painting a really bad picture for women, for fucking young boys. Like what? Like
Yeah, but that's what, dude. That's why I think Ryan Gosling's can work so well in
That's
this film.
and that's my point.
What do you-
I think that's
Because
he represents. the
yeah,
man.
because he represents
man.
the.
I
No,
guess.
no. He act to
Oh,
me.
no,
He
not
to
that
me
bad,
he
yeah.
he represents the good men. Like he represents the man that's just like, yo, girl, like I'm here to hold you down. Like I'm here to be here for you. And the second I give you that, you take advantage of it. And like that's why to me that apology was so like it just worked so well for me, because she's just like, yo, like I did take you for granted. Because like you're one of the good ones, like you're one of the dark members, like that, you know, we as women perceive as dark members that are actually like good, like you're here to try and help us. And so that's why then, and that's why, like, even though at the end, like, she didn't want anything romantically with him, she was like, yo, friends. Right, she was like, yo, I want you to find your own path, because again,
she friends on him, but like that's Ken, who was never a real person though, who never experienced real life. It's not the real world.
I mean, but bro, this movie's just too meta. Like, even their real world wasn't the real world.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Like look at the way they were chasing her. Like, they were chasing her like dumbasses, right? Like, because like it wasn't the real world.
Fucking,
like, obviously the
bro,
real
the
world.
ticket they got, yo, that shit killed me.
He threw that shit. Like, oh, we didn't need it.
We didn't need it anyway. Let's go. I was dying, bro.
That shit was funny.
Will Ferrell's fantastic, bro. I love him.
He really is.
He's a treasure, true treasure.
And so that's what I mean. Like, Greta definitely puts in these little moments where she's like, guys, I understand, like, you, not all of you are fucking assholes and dicks, but the main point of the story is for Barbie, and it's for the girls. It is for the girls. That's the demographic that this is for. So like, and again, I'm not, your critique with it is your critique with it. Like, I'm not shaming you for having that. Like, completely understand, right? Because at the same time, you don't want to be like, yo, I'm a good guy, and just because I like to do, you know, guy things, I don't want to be shamed for doing guy things, like cracking open a beer and, you know, shooting a gun.
Nah, you should be. You should be shamed for it.
But the thing is, the thing is also, Ken's character was, like, his development was awesome at the end, because like even when he tried to come off as like a dick, or the, like, you know, as a true, like,
he couldn't
menace of the patriarchy, like he couldn't even.
Well, and I think also the scene where all the Kens start fighting each other, but then they come together at the end, even shows that also, I think men, like, I think what she was trying to say is like, yo, men can also develop and be this great patriarch that works well with women and everything, but they just take a little bit longer than women to figure this stuff out. And so that's what happened. They all came together at the end, and when they went to go press the Barbies had already figured it out.
What are you talking
literally,
about?
they set them up to fight so they could go vote.
No,
like,
that was all a distraction, because
Yeah.
they were trying to prove a point that men can easily get distracted for no reason.
But then the men came
argue.
together. The men went to fight each
because
other.
they
Then
realized,
they came together.
yeah,
Exactly. They realized
Because-
that after the girls realized it.
They
They realized that after the girls, like, the girls banded together first. That's the whole point. I think that's what Junior's trying to get at.
Yeah. And okay,
that's not what you. I guarantee you, if we had her in this room right now, she'd be like, "That's not why I did that. I did that because I was trying to."
Greta? Yeah. Yes, I think so. I don't know.
What?
He was asking
if she
about
goes by
pronouns.
she.
Okay.
But and I say that just from like personal perspective as well. Like with me and Kayla, like sometimes I'm like, damn, bro, like this girl's really like 3 steps ahead of me sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'm slow as fuck. Like,
even when I look at my little sister, I'm like, yo, I was not like you at your age, bro. Like the way she like comprehends things and perceives things, like
not me, but my sister's
it's like,
dumb as shit.
That's crazy. Bro's like, yo, all the women in my life dumb as fuck.
Nah, Victoria should be on shit, bro. But it goes both ways. Sometimes she's like, yo, I don't know how you do that. Like, blah, 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 blah.
Like,
and I do the same thing with her. It's fucking balance, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just saying, like, my 9-year-old sister, I was not I was not like her at 9 years old. And my parents both say it. They're like, yeah, you was not like you was not
like,
nowhere near like that.
Yeah, you still dumb.
You are dumb.
I'm Knuff. That's all that matters.
Knuff.
Yeah, you're Knuff, bro.
We are all Knuff.
That's
Hey,
all that
Ken.
matters.
Yo, hey,
that's
Ken.
all that matters.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
So
You're enough.
Shouldn't we change the name
wait,
so that it's like
Ken-
easier? No, because we'll know.
A Ken spin-off movie?
That's definitely gonna happen.
No, hell no, hell no.
It's gonna happen.
No.
Whether you
No.
like it or not, it's happening.
Stop, no.
Bro, we cannot have a male-led film in the Barbie universe. That just kills the entire thing of it.
I agree.
Unbelievable. I'm completely
Are we gonna
just
move
joking,
on now?
Obviously, of course. Anything else?
Before we
for
move on,
Barbie?
though, I'm gonna let this is a message for all the men out there who's probably 99% of our demographic right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now.
I think
demographic.
I think it's like.
All right, you don't need to do that. I was
80%.
kidding.
But I want to.
The other percentage are just lying about their gender.
How
It's all
quickly
dudes,
can you
bro.
pull this up?
It's all dudes,
Huh?
bro.
Like right now.
Pretty
All
quickly.
right, let's see how much is of our
3.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
Non-binary, less than 1%. Non-specified, less than 1%. Female, 10%.
Whoa.
Nice. Let's fucking go.
But
And then the male are the 90%.
lead
The
us
male
off.
or the what?
The other 90%.
So the 90% of men out there who are watching this, and also I guess a message to the 10% of girls, right? It is okay to lift weights. It is okay to want to be the stereotypical manly man. It is not wrong. It is okay. It's acceptable. Just don't be a douchebag. Please.
That's the message.
And there you have it.
And there you have it.
And when
Because
we
I
come-
feel like, and what I brought up last night, and I didn't know if I should say it in the pod or not, is that manly men who are just manly men to be manly men because they like to be
What's your
for no reason at all. That's just who they are.
He's saying a manly man can still be an ally.
Can still be an
Sure.
ally.
Sure.
Can still be likable. Can still be not misogynistic.
Okay.
And still be a manly man.
I agree.
And still be a manly
But
man.
what-
I know you agree,
What?
but a lot of people would
What's your
see
definition?
someone.
No, I'm just kidding.
What is your
What do you
definition of a man?
Yeah. What's your definition of manly?
Well,
I feel like that.
so that's
that-
what I hate because
that's-
if I say that, I feel like I'm saying like
Right.
I'm telling you what a manly man is. No, I'm saying whatever you stereotypically think a manly man is, that's what I'm talking about. That doesn't mean that's my fucking definition of a man. Everyone in this room's a man, I
Hey,
guess.
thanks,
right?
man.
If you're a
I-
man,
I
you're
love
a man.
you, man.
Whatever.
Thanks,
Like,
man.
I'm saying the stereotypical Sylvester Stallone style fucking, like you said, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like,
The Rock.
yeah, whatever. It's okay to
The
be
Rock.
that. It's okay.
Guys, it's
Just-
okay to lift weights.
It's
Li-
okay.
literally
It's
just-
okay to
just-
like.
Is it?
Just don't be sexist.
Just don't be
racist.
sexist. That's it.
Just be a good fucking
Be a good-
person.
just
Be a decent human being. That's
to
all.
every race,
We solved
every
it, guys.
That's
gender,
it. It's not hard.
non-gender.
Yeah.
This is like a Ted Lasso episode. It's like the fucking. Just
Shut up.
Please be
Shut
good.
up. I didn't watch it. I don't know if you were about to spoil something.
No.
You
no.
watch
Okay.
Ted Lasso?
And guys,
I
when
didn't-
we come
I
back,
didn't get to the finale yet.
Roy
anything
Kent.
else on Barbie? Anything we might have missed? Anything anyone wants to add?
Roy Kent.
Oh, there was a hijabi Barbie, and I saw that, and I was like, "Yo, that's fucking dope."
They had Barbies of every. That was dope.
yeah.
We had Barbies
Yeah, I
of
think
every
you're watching
kind.
too much Barbie.
We had Barbies of every kind. So shout out to all Barbies. Dua Lipa
Yes,
Barbie. Shout out
sir.
to
Yo,
you.
shout
yes,
out to
man.
John
Shout out
Cena.
to John Cena Ken. Shout out to all the Kens.
Dua Lipa, please shout out Dua Lipa, man.
And when we
sure.
come back,
Yeah,
we
that's
will be
mad
talking about
misogynistic.
the most manliest man film of all time, known as Oppenheimer. We'll be right back.
You are enough.
And we're back.
And
All the misogynists are here.
yo, just to I mean, we did wrap up Barbie, but just I saw a tweet just now, just going through Twitter, and it was like, for people comparing that Barbie is quote unquote anti-men, there is a whole second storyline and song surrounding co-lead Ryan Gosling that about how Ken doesn't feel good enough and lacks an identity and purpose. It's a universal tale on the ridiculous expectations set for humanity. Ken understanding he's not being treated with dignity and stumbling into the concept of quote-unquote patriarchy, trying to find help. Can't believe Twitter's hot take was anti-men and not society is terrible to boys too. It's why boys fall into harmful alpha male self-help spheres. Hold
That's
that.
a fantastic
What do you
take.
mean you
Alpha
can't?
males.
What does this person mean by can't believe though?
Like can't believe like saying like
The-
like
it
they,
literally-
like we're focusing on that versus like society is
Because the main
or-
focus in the movie was that though. They didn't, it's not like they were like you can't blame someone for watching that and being like, yo, this feels very anti-men. Like what? How it's like
But other than that, what did you think of the take though?
I like that take.
Yeah.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
you can't be like, I
Okay,
can't
yeah.
believe
Well,
someone.
I agree. Yeah, it could've
like
been
what?
written better,
What are you
but-
talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot what you had said earlier that I wanted you to bring up. So hopefully it comes back around. You were saying something over there by the fridge. Remember? You don't remember?
yeah. I
Is
don't
it-
know. You were telling me to say some crazy like misogynistic shit. Like,
No.
you're trying
I
to
think-
paint
I
this
think it
bad
was
picture
about-
on me. Like,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
About oh no man, I don't want. I mean,
So was it? It was that bad?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
No, it was. I think it was him saying like, you know, I lift weights, I do these things, but I'm not an asshole. I don't do those things. Is that what you were talking about?
I think I said some shit like, you know, I like cars. I like.
No,
like if you can like horses, like you can like guns, like
that's
boats.
what it was. You like horses, right? Wasn't that it?
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. We're on to Oppenheimer.
So we're gonna cue that in.
So meta.
That was so inaccurate. That is not how a nuke sounds, bro.
True.
Good thing they didn't use a nuke in the movie.
Haha.
They really should have. Yo, peep these worldwide opening weekend. Barbie 300 mil, Oppenheimer 165. Will be one of the biggest weekends in box office history.
Wait, how much for Oppenheimer?
165 mil.
And Barbie?
300.
Shit, double it. You know I had to double it.
Yeah, Barbie's probably on verge to hit $1 billion, but I've also said that about
No,
Said
no.
that about the
Flash.
Okay, but this has already made more than
the Flash. Yo, how crazy is that?
What was the budget for Barbie?
100 mil?
What was the budget for?
And most of it was
Oppie?
pink paint.
100 mil.
Most of their budget went to pink paint, bro. That's wild.
Oh, yeah, wasn't there like a shortage, right?
Yeah,
We
there's
had
a
mentioned
national
that.
like a world shortage of pink.
That's insane.
Wow.
But shout out to Barbie, man. Oh no, you were yes, I remember what it was. You were saying how creatively Barbie is one of like will probably be like a stepping stone for future like iteration of things because like nothing has been done this creatively. Like in terms of the story that they're trying to tell. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Now, Mark said the stepping stone thing. I said I agreed with him, and I said that this was extremely creative, the way that they were painting this picture for people, like the message and the way she delivered it. It was awesome.
All right, cool. So
I'm
you
ready
both
to drop
saying
a
the same
nuke now.
thing. What do you mean? The nuke has already been dropped.
No, I actually looked up a nuke sound effect because we have purists.
All right, we are ready.
Damn
Do
right.
it.
Purist, a nuke purist.
Nolan wouldn't approve that.
Nolan would not have approved.
This movie wasn't about a nuke. Wait.
Do it. Do it.
Damn.
Nope. Do not do that again.
That sounded about right.
Yo, that shit sounded crazy. Yo, the speakers on your laptop are done.
Wait, did you guys notice how we all changed? Except for Mark.
Yeah, you're boring.
But I think we're in black and white now, so.
Yeah. So
But you can still tell that we had changed. What did you say? How does it work again? Black and white is subjective and color is objective.
Black and
Either way.
white is objective.
yeah,
Color is subjective.
that's how he did it in the movie.
So the black and white.
That's facts. Like that happened.
Wow.
Like everything in black and white happened, and everything that was in color was just like his
Dramatized.
or he
I'm
had
sure,
to
I'm sure the
interpret
black and
things,
white was
like,
dramatized too, but it was like he knows. I feel like it's like shit that he knows that happened,
Yeah.
and he just like did it,
Yeah.
based on the facts. And then
Right.
the ones in
The-
color were like him filling in the blanks,
Right.
right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
so it all makes sense now because there was an Oppenheimer name drop in Tenet. So I'm assuming Robert Pattinson, as a rap party for Tenet, gave Christopher Nolan the book, the Oppenheimer book,
Yeah.
and that's how he got the fucking idea to do this movie.
Oh yeah,
How
when did they
insane.
say Oppenheimer and Tenet?
So when he's talking to Priya,
Yeah, what's her
Oh
name?
yep.
Yes.
she's kind
was
of
explaining the whole thing, right?
she was comparing the scientist that engineered the inversion machine for Tenet as the future's Oppenheimer,
Wow.
comparing it to Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Yep.
Christopher Nolan is a madman.
And going obviously like Oppenheimer, like this whole story. I wish like this is one of those things like where you wish like, or at least I wish they focused more about this in school, like learning about this shit. Like
Nah,
all
bro,
this stuff
America
was-
won. That's what matters.
like obviously like the war is like, they go on and on about it. Like there was a long, at least for me in my school, like there was a long chapters about World War II and World War One, but especially World War II. But like you don't really hear about Oppenheimer as much, and like just hearing this whole story was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like, and it's also a question I never even thought of. It's like you're the guy who gave. It actually, and I know this is funny because it's the blueprint, and we mention it every podcast. But BVS, it reminded me of that.
go.
And it because it's like must there be nuclear like weapons? There is. Like
Yeah.
it's like, and must there be these weapons that can destroy everything?
There is.
There is. It's like because if I don't do it,
They're gonna do
they're
it.
gonna do it, and
And
I
it's
don't trust
fucked.
them.
Yeah.
So, and even though I don't really trust us, at least I know. I hope that it's better. Probably better
I'm on
hands
the-
with us
yeah.
than the
Yeah.
Nazis,
Right.
or than any. Or
It's
the
crazy
Russians
that they
or
didn't even
whatever.
get it anyway.
Yeah.
They
and,
lost
but-
before they could even.
and that's the thing. Like,
Oh,
it's
right.
And I also feel that that's a cool perspective. But the perspective I got was more on the scientific level, where it's like, kind of like you get so engulfed in what you're passionate about that by mistake you almost annihilate the planet. Yeah. It's just like Oppenheimer was a brilliant man, clearly. Like, him thinking about black holes and stars and stuff, like shit that, like, I was fascinated about that off rip. Like, even like starting off the film, like chapter 1, like or the two perspectives, like fission and fusion, like, bro,
So cool.
watching literally nuclear fission happen and then stars, like, I was just like, all right, like,
And
this is
he even said a few times, like, I can't, like, when people kept asking him, like, what are you trying to do, like, in the beginning of the movie, he said, like, a few times, like, I can't even describe it to you.
yeah,
Like, it's like you
It's-
like, you can't, you're
it's
not gonna
almost-
understand what I'm saying because it's never been done.
exactly.
Like, and that's wild.
and
Like-
his study into quantum physics as well, about like what happens when a star explodes. Like, he's trying to like see like what is the absolute, what happens when that kind of fission, that kind of nuclear reaction happens. Like, what is that? Like, he's trying to, and the thing is that he ended up opening Pandora's box because now everybody wants to split an atom and fucking weaponize it now.
Yeah.
And like literally you see the
Yeah.
fucking light bulb go off on his head,
And-
like, holy shit,
and
we
that-
can make a bomb from this.
And that's why I think, sort of them having the idea, not the idea, but like just the realization that, oh, like, there's other physicists, there's other people, like the competition to kind of be the first ones to do it, like it puts even more pressure on him to like figure this out, because they lost
Yeah.
at one point, right? They're like, yo, we're behind.
But
Like
why
they figured out how to split it, and he was just like, "No way, that's impossible." I love when they go to the board and they
somehow-
just draw shit. They're like,
That's it.
they're like they've done it. but I even love that a theory is just a theory.
Yeah.
How does a theory
Law
become
of
law? Right?
Like when they even told him, they were like, "You want to work on this?" He's like, "Oh no, I just do the theories. Like I'm not working on the hands.
I'm not leading this.
Yeah.
Like, no. And also,
I think it was like a theory can only take you so far, right?
Right.
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
what
'cause you
what
have
the
to
other guy said.
experiment.
Yeah, because you have to try
close
it.
to zero.
And that's the thing, like,
the law of or theory of law. Yeah.
like it's there's so much shit in terms of physics that they tackled here that is awesome. And even within the physics community, how all these brilliant minds are very passionate about something, where a simple disagreement, like, oh fuck you bro, I'm out, like something like that can completely shift the narrative of something. And that's what happened in the film.
Bro, any little thing, any little inconvenience, like someone's like, "All right, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm out of here." It's just like, damn.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
there's a
yo.
lot of ego involved here, and
ego, and also just like the reasons why you're trying to accomplish this are different than my reasons. And
Exactly.
we're just not gonna see eye to eye on
Exactly.
this.
And you know what's crazy? Germany probably would have won the war if
They would've.
if Hitler wasn't an anti-Semite. If he
That's-
wasn't
They
a
said
horrible
it.
human
They
being,
said it. They were like, "Yo, we gotta bank. We gotta
bank
hope."
on the fact that he's an idiot and
Yeah.
being and
Right, that he has so much
there's
hatred for
Jewish
these people.
that he's not gonna go with the guy that is already ahead of the game.
Yeah,
and
That's fucking crazy.
Which is
Yeah.
wild.
it is
called
wild.
it,
to
he
think
called
about.
it Jewish science.
Yeah,
That's what he called it.
That's
honestly,
so
he would have
hilarious,
won the
bro.
war.
Oh my
this whole
God.
world would have been different.
Guys, Hitler has always been a wing. That is the fixed point in our reality.
Yeah.
Right, in every universe.
Every unit,
He's a
Hitler is a
wing.
wing, bro. That's it. He's a fucking burger.
He's
bro.
bad at art and he's a
burger.
wing.
He's bad at art
Fucking-
and he a wing.
Exactly.
Rest
like-
in piss, bro.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yo, one of the most awful,
Yeah,
awful,
truly
human
awful.
beings in
And
America.
also
Like,
equally Oppenheimer, to an extent, mistakenly.
Like-
he didn't mean to, but
I get what you mean.
like for a guy like I'm saying like he can be looked at debatably
Yeah, some
as like
people look at him
somebody
like that,
like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like look, think of everybody in Japan.
Yo,
Probably hate his guts.
How about that conversation in the boardroom where the guy was like, "Oh, we're not gonna target this city because this is where me and my wife vacation.
Yo, that shit
What?
was crazy, bro.
Bro,
Dude, people in my theater were like laughing. Like I was just like,
Yeah, ours too. No, ours
It was
too.
laughter. I think of like,
Yeah.
wow,
just
this
the
dude's
realization
this
of
dude's a
like,
fucking
wow,
piece
like
of
you're
shit.
so out of
Yeah.
touch.
Not
Like,
just
look-
out of touch, but look at power. Like,
Yeah,
right,
it's like no, not here. This is a nice spot.
It's
Like
beautiful.
let's do these areas where no one cares about, but
And
there's
I-
still 60,000 people that live there.
Do you know that quote that Roosevelt said about carrying the big stick or something like that?
Oh my god.
And I feel like they took
It's-
that a little too serious. Like they took that a little bit out of the thing because like the United States kind of used that into their advantage. Like, look, we have the biggest stick at war now.
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yes.
You will go far.
Exactly. So like America finding out like, okay, we have these brilliant people that could sort of make this bomb for us. Our dick is huge now. Let's flex it. That's pretty much what happened, and that's why Einstein is so pissed because he's like, fuck. Now you're up next.
But didn't or who told Oppenheimer too that he was like, they need you until they don't.
Yeah, that was Einstein.
I don't think so. I think that
Nah,
was
it
Homeboy
was,
the Train, right,
that
with
was-
him. I forgot his name, but it was the other Jewish guy that he was with.
Oh, his homeboy, the only
yeah.
guy who fucking cared about, who was always telling him to eat.
No, it
Please
wasn't.
eat.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that guy.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't him. So
Then
It
it wasn't
wasn't?
him.
Who was it?
I don't know. It was someone else. It wasn't me. I mean, it wasn't. It was not him.
You're 100% sure.
Yeah.
You hesitated. You hesitated.
Hey, is it
me look.
objective truth or subjective
But
truth?
either way.
Yeah, was
like,
it in black and white or was it in color?
Color.
Ooh. But either way, right? I think what
It was one of the people he was just trying to recruit. Like it wasn't like
I think it was
No,
his
he's
homeboy
right.
that told
He's
him.
right.
I
He's
am
right.
right.
Who's right?
Eat my ass.
Brim.
Who told him that then?
I don't know. Hold on. No, but I think he's right because like they need you until they don't.
Yeah, because
I think it might have been that guy who's like.
He didn't say they need you until they don't. Oppenheimer said they need you or like we need you or whatever, and then he was like until they don't, right? And then Oppenheimer was like,
No,
Yeah.
because why I think it's his boy was because Oppenheimer was like they need us, and then his boy was like until they don't.
No. Yes, I'm
It
sorry.
wa-
I
it wa-
keep flip flopping. It's when he was saying, "Yo, you should come on to the project," and he's like, "No, I don't want the first thing of like our creation to be a weapon of mass destruction."
Right.
And then he was like, "Yo, but like they need us. They don't need soldiers. They
let's
need
just
us."
watch it again.
Yeah, run it back.
Easy.
Let's go.
I
Run it back.
actually can't wait to watch it again because
Run it back.
yo, Nolan does such a good job of making me uncomfortable, but in the best way possible. Like because he like this movie especially made me question just so much of like, yo, all this behind the scenes shit could be happening right now, and we don't have a fucking clue. And one day we could just get fucking bombed, and we wouldn't fucking know.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It would just happen, and that's it.
Same thing
Like,
with people
yo,
in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
but to me, it kind of puts this perspective, and again, kind of tying this back to Barbie, right? And the whole creator aspect. Like these people are like Oppenheimer is seen as a form of a creator, dude. Like he created a weapon that has shit that to your point, we can't explain. Like we don't know exactly what it is. Like
At that time. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. But he has the power to do that, and wipe out 60,000 people. Like that's insanity.
It
That
was
is
more than that.
insanity. Whatever the number count was, it was a huge body count.
It was over 100,000.
and it's crazy, bro. Like
I think it
went up to over 200,000 with people who died of cancer shortly after.
oh right, because they said the repercussions. Yeah, right. The repercussions after the fact, but that's why to me Nolan does, and the score, Ludwig's score was just fucking impeccable, bro.
so crazy.
Impeccable. It
Literally
made,
hearing Adam split like
The sound,
that shit-
this
that shit
movie
was
100%.
crazy.
Like obviously, a lot of movies haven't come out yet, but I don't see anything topping the sound design in this movie.
I agree.
Craven's coming out.
Especially
I don't
Oscar
think
season,
so.
easy.
Crazy.
Only other thing I can see competing with it, if it does come out this year, is Dune. That's really the only other thing.
Wait, but didn't that get pushed back?
Not yet. It's being
confirmed.
considered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They probably will.
Yo, can you tell
it
us?
probably will.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean Ludwig
Yo, get off
missed
your
out
phone.
on Creed 3
This is not his
and
phone.
Mando
Mando.
season 3, and like those, like the score was probably my biggest like critiques of those projects. Well, not Mando. Mando has a lot of other critiques, but the score was definitely one of them. And kind of worth it, bro. This score was like ridiculous.
It really was, and it fits so well with the tone. Again, it kind of goes on to playing on my anxiety of just like, like they need to figure this shit out, and like this is gonna end badly. Like obviously we know how it ends, just in the sense of yes, they do actually bomb it, but like to Mark's point, like we don't know the Oppenheimer story. And how this dude, right, he was the head of the Manhattan Project, and he is the cause of all this. And then even all the behind-the-scenes bullshit with Robert Downey Jr.'s character. Who, damn, bro, like...
What a wing, bro.
A wing, but Robert Downey Jr.
Yo, he's such a beast, bro.
So
He can easily be nominated for Best Supporting. Easy.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
That was so good.
Who's winning Best Supporting at the Oscars, him or Ryan Gosling?
Him.
I
love Ken. I hope he gets nominated.
Is it gonna be
I hope
enough?
Ryan gets nominated, but not RDJ, bro.
Why?
I give it to because
That performance was like at one point he had me like, oh yeah, bro, this dude,
he's all right.
Oppenheimer, bro.
He's bugging.
Yeah, I was like,
bugging.
yeah, I was like, whoa, shit, yeah, he's right. Yeah, but like, it's just his agenda. He was pushing his agenda against Oppenheimer to the world, and like it almost worked on me, the audience. So like. That was just, it was really good. I really loved it.
And they also pay him as like the safe guy to like count out because he's not even a physicist. So
exactly.
It's just like, he ain't got nothing to do with this.
It was a little bamboozle. They did a little bamboozle.
They was cooking him and he was just sitting there. He was just in the back like,
and-
I bet.
So you don't know what's coming.
Right. Watch.
And dude, and he actually said it at the end of it. He's like, yo, I gave him what he wanted. Like,
Yeah.
he's now like
revered and all this
revered
shit.
and looked at like as like, oh, like the guy who like the Trinity test, but he's not the guy who bombed. You know.
Let me see if those Time
Japan.
magazine posts. I want to
Like,
see what they look like.
He was saying like, yo, like and also I think Oppenheimer was like, I think his wife even said it, like, you know, you don't have to torture yourself for these people.
Wow.
You know
It's
what I mean?
real.
It's like he's punishing himself.
These are real Time magazine posters.
I told you.
Fire.
I told you.
That's
So
insane.
fire.
Like he was trying to punish himself by going through this like public bad, like where he comes out looking bad.
Yeah,
trial,
Emily Blunt was giving him the work, bro. She was like, "Why the fuck do you keep letting them like walk
Because-
all over us
because
and
he
letting
thinks
them
he
do all this
deserves
shit?"
it.
Right.
But she's
He
like,
thinks he
fight
deserves it.
back, and yeah, exactly.
He
that.
thinks he
Exactly that.
deserves it. He's
Bro,
like, yo,
he
fuck
was
this. Like,
so
Dude,
stressed.
the story does such a good job from beginning to end of just showing you his perspective, like Oppenheimer's perspective on what's going on in his brain. Right, to him, he's just seeing stars. He's seeing, you know, this explosion. He's seeing all this happening, and right, other people aren't comprehending it. And then you throughout the story, right, even on his personal life, look how much of a toll it took on his personal life.
Yeah.
With, you know, his on and off relationship with Florence Pugh, right?
Gene.
Gene, yes, and so we'll get to her in a second because we were talking to Buffalo Wild Wings, how there's been a lot of, you know, conspiracy theories on she probably
how
was
Gene died,
murdered
yeah.
or she committed suicide, the note that she had left.
They were like, I think the biggest rumor is that like, oh, it was one of the Manhattan Project agents that killed her. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
And-
damn.
I love that what was reiterated a lot in this film was them asking, who are we fighting, the Nazis or the communists? Because what does it matter that I have some affiliation with the communists if all I'm trying to do is stop the Nazis?
Right.
So the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So stop fucking pressing me right now. Like that's basic. Feel me? Exactly. So and I just love that other aspect because there's just another third party now involved. Look how fucking bullshit politics is, bro.
Bro, that shit
Like-
is for the birds, man. That shit is wild.
Like wing shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like and
I think it's because I think they were trying to connect it to how like shit was leaked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
right.
there was
Yeah,
a mole.
yeah, yeah.
There was
To
a
Russia,
mole, yeah.
because there was
at Los Alamos, New Mexico.
Bro, check those corners, bro.
Yo, no CGI used in this film.
At all. Not a single bit of CGI.
He used practical effects with visual effects. Like he met with his VFX team. Was like, "Ah, how can we do like these splittings and all this stuff?"
I think he said I watched like a little bit of the, or no, I did watch the whole Wired autocomplete
with
interview
him
with him and
and,
RDJ.
That was so
fantastic.
good.
And there was a question where they asked like,
Why?
how did you make the new like how did he recreate the, or not the nuke, but the bomb?
He said, I didn't want to reveal all my secrets.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to see how
But
magic
also-
works.
but
That's
also-
why I cover my ears.
But also he said like just to go into a little bit, he said like I think he said he came to people and he was like, what's something small that when you zoom into it, it looks really big, or like the explosions or something. I can't remember the exact phrasing, but I was just like watching. I was like, damn, that's so fucking ingenious. Actually.
He does that.
Exactly.
He
he
works
does
with miniatures all the
Yeah,
time.
miniatures.
Yeah.
The
Dark
Dark
Knight?
Knight sequence, like under the tunnel shit, that was all miniature.
Yeah. For
Crazy.
Interstellar, some of the scenes there are all miniatures.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
The chase sequence in that tunnel.
In the truck.
Like
and
how
the
they did
Batmobile.
it. It was all miniature designs. Like it was like 1/8 scaled shit, and they
were on RC
dude.
things, and they just blew them up and stuff.
The video is great. You can check it out after.
Yeah,
And
you're
why?
fascinated, right?
Wild.
Dude, he
Imagine that, like on a
and-
1/8 scale, just fucking like.
and
under-
again, like funny enough, like this isn't.
Yo, his mind is blown, bro.
No, but that dude, this is the stuff when we talk about goats, bro.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, he
it's
in
just-
that
it-
conversation for sure.
I mean-
100%. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
definitely
see the
there.
conversation. I don't think he's in it. I think he just is the conversation.
Mm.
Right?
Damn.
He is the goat. I mean, it's just
Look at the
it's
patriarchy,
insane.
bro.
I agree.
I agree too.
Imagine
yeah.
the greatest actor of all time with the greatest director of all
That's
time.
what I'm saying, bro.
Who, Leo? No, he was already in Inception.
Nah. He talking about Thomas, bro.
I'm talking about Tommy C, bro.
Dude, he's not the greatest actor.
Nah, I know. I'm just saying, like, someone like that who
Said
does their own
Tommy
stunts.
Yo, C Murph though.
C Murph.
C Murph.
C No Murph, bro. It's C No
Murph.
Kill
Murph.
Murph. It's Kill Murph.
Kill Murph was fire,
Yo,
bro.
kill Murph.
Yo,
bro.
this is a sixth Nolan film, and it's the first time he's led.
He's
it.
Wait, it
led,
says
yeah.
which? What?
Sixth.
It's sixth.
And also, like, with another character in this movie that I was like, oh my god, like, they just came out of nowhere, but like at up to that point, I was thinking to myself,
Josh Peck.
Yo, this is a career-changing performance for him, actually.
Yo, he deployed the bomb.
That is crazy. How'd you just cast like, yo, hold up, I got
He
someone
look-
in mind.
yo,
and Roger,
The guy
his
from
hands-
Drake and Josh.
His hand was like,
yeah.
He was like Megan.
if I was C, I would be like, bro. I'd be like, bro, you alright? You gonna be able to push it? Like your hand is good? Like, come
Yo,
on, what are
one guy
you
had
doing?
the shakes, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
because if this gets fucked, we're
Yeah.
done. Like,
And Roger Rules was also in it. The guy from
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
Also, the kid from Sky High was in it.
yes, he was one of the scientists.
Yes,
right?
bro. I
he
saw
was.
that.
Yo,
I was
there
like,
was
no
mad
fucking
cameos,
way,
bro.
bro.
Fan.
yo, when Albert Einstein,
It's not a cameo.
It's not a
Albert
cameo,
Einstein?
bro. What the fuck?
the JFK name drop,
Oh,
It's connected.
it's all connected.
it's connected.
No, I don't know if you guys heard, but in some theaters they were actually showing a post-credit scene that dealt with
Barbie, nice to see you.
Einstein is still
I'm here.
Bobby. What
I'm here to
who the hell are
make
you
a
guys?
team.
Who the hell are you guys? I'm putting together
The,
a team. People with special abilities.
Sorry, where was I? Oh no, so the character that like snuck up on me, like, because up to that point I was like, okay, I like them, but I want to see more of them on the screen. Like, I want to give them a cool moment. Was Emily Blunt's character, like his wife, when she was in that
being
Interrogated.
interrogated. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Also,
That-
there's a whole
by
there's
that
an
asshole.
entire transcript of like I think it went on for
They
like
released
2
it,
months.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that
that-
entire
it's
sequence
2
of
months
the
long, yeah.
it's 2 months long, bro. Imagine they had to do that for fucking days for 2 months, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's hands, bro. That's
And
hands.
That's
dude, when she
crazy.
fucking that whole scene was amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, like she fucking snapped.
Even
at
one of the
that.
guys started laughing. He's like,
Yeah, he
"Yeah,
was
I
like-
really don't know what the question
Yeah,
is either."
yeah, like that's a good point.
No,
Like,
he was like, "Nah, I wouldn't know how to answer." it."
Yeah,
and the guy's
it's-
like, "I wouldn't either."
dude, smoked it.
Fantastic.
Smoked it.
Everybody understood
And-
the assignment.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
yo, Matt
also,
Damon, bro?
also when they were in the White House and like the guy was like trying to shake,
Like, don't let
the
that
scientist shook his hand and then
Yeah.
and then he goes to shake her hand and she's like
He's like, yo, dub, bro. Get the fuck
Yep.
out of here with that.
Yep.
like bro,
Shit
no.
ain't sweet,
Bro,
bro.
Matt Damon actually was. He said that he wanted to stop acting for a little bit. He had told his
This
wife.
is wild.
This happened in couples therapy, by the way.
Yeah, I heard this.
Oh, you did?
They did this in couples therapy where he
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna be done for a bit. I want to take a break, but
Then Nolan called.
Hey, mate. Hey.
If Nolan calls, then I'm gonna take that job.
yeah.
How crazy is that?
And Nolan
Foresight.
did the call. Like, he fucking
Yeah.
called.
And
That's
yo, they
crazy.
all and we said this on a podcast earlier in the year where majority of them, if not all of them, took a pay cut to be in the movie.
Wait,
I
but Brim
fucking-
confirmed that they probably all have a stake in the earnings.
Oh,
of
that's
the
right.
film.
That's what it
Yeah.
was. Oh, nice. That's exactly what had happened.
I always forget the shit that I say, bro.
That's why I'm here, bro.
Yo, Casey Affleck. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's all these prominent
So,
actors, and
it
look
was
at the
great.
roles.
Nah,
like,
the
look at
Gary
small
Oldman
talent.
one
His
was
name is Teller.
crazy.
Yo,
Ben
The
Safdie,
Gary
the
Oldman
guy
shit was
that tried to-
crazy.
I was like, yo, Sirius Black is in this, bro.
He didn't even know Sirius Black was Gary Oldman until I told him today. He was
I know, dude.
fascinated.
I was fascinated.
That's amazing. That's how you
And I
know.
looked up Sirius Black and I was like, whoa.
The transformation that motherfucker does,
right,
bro.
yes.
Him and Christian Bale got some of the best transformations like ever.
Yeah.
They're wild. Christopher Nolan like working with both, like Christian Bale and Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Dude, I would.
And they're known for their transformations. It's crazy.
I will never get tired of
Gary Oldman
Nolan's
was,
Nolan's
true.
cinematographer. Hoyt van
Van
Hoytema,
Hoytema.
bro. What a name.
Van Hoytema.
What a
Said
name.
Dutch, you
What
know?
a legend.
Dude, but I think the third act of this film was
Yo,
so strong.
the trial, like I think that was my favorite part of the
So
movie.
strong.
That was my favorite part.
It was
Easy.
so strong.
Because everything was connecting, everything was satisfying,
exactly,
bro.
exactly.
That's where
'Cause-
everything came
Oh
from.
my
Because
God.
the second act for me, and I think that's why my rewatch is gonna hit even more. Because once like
It's a
the
Nolan film.
second
That's
act
all.
was there, and I was just sitting here. I was like, bro, like, fuck, like there's just so much going on. Like, what is happening right now? Like,
Right.
I'm
It's a little
I'm
too
getting
much.
I'm like getting anxious. I'm like, dude, like what is happening? But then Nolan's just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Wait.
Right.
Third act comes. I'm like, thank you, Nolan. I completely understand everything.
Right.
Like I appreciate it because I think Nolan's time jumps aren't very like they're not subtle.
Yeah.
Like they just happen
gotta
and you're
catch
just
up.
like you're just
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
Like when is this taking place?
I
Like,
gotta
it's-
tell by the haircut. That's how I was able
Yeah,
to tell.
honestly, that's what I started doing too. I was
You
like,
could also just tell by how they look.
yeah,
Like, he
what
looks
color's your
older.
hair?
Yeah.
She also Emily Blunt. Look, every scene she was like
Older and older.
no, but like it looked like she was just like her whole face was just so red, like
Can we talk about
From
the
drinking
red
so
the
much.
red dying
Drinking, yeah.
baby?
Yeah.
Can we talk
Yo,
about
that
did you
baby-
eat
Bro,
that?
we were cracking up.
Yo.
When
Yo.
she got the call to say put the sheets inside, that means that the nuke worked.
yeah.
There, like when she first picks up the phone, the little
the
baby,
baby
sitting
was like-
down was like
was
red.
choking,
yes,
bro.
You that?
yes, dude. And first of all, the babies just kept crying. I was just like, oh my god.
The babies, they were getting me tight. bro.
That
Yo, I have a
Shut the fuck up,
I
bro.
have
I was
a
like
confession.
crying about.
I was
I
like,
have
yo,
a
I'm so
confession.
tight. At
I don't do this
little
anymore.
Child.
I don't do this anymore, but anytime I was watching a movie or a TV show, like obviously at my crib, and if a baby was crying, I would mute it. I can't do it, bro. Like why? Like no. I'll take care of this when I have to take care of this. I don't have to right now. You know? And if you're a parent, don't bring your fucking
parent.
baby
It is also
around
an
me.
option because
Guys, I'm just
Yo, it's,
completely-
it's,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
completely
Ain't no problem.
Nah,
Ain't
you're
no
not.
problem.
Nah, don't bring your child around me, please.
Okay.
That sounds
JB
like a
hates
threat.
kids.
In the least creepy way
In the
possible.
least creepy way possible, I promise.
So
I'll just
my-
get really tight at them.
My question to you guys is what was more difficult to understand, the science or the
No, not the science.
okay.
At least not for
I
me.
think
I don't
it was,
think anything was difficult to understand.
sometimes
For me, it's the politics.
So the pilot, all right,
Oh,
because
really?
I was gonna say like if you guys understood the fission and the fusion stuff, like what?
Yeah.
Oh, he was ready. He dude, that's a PowerPoint.
No, because like I
Wait.
no because so Teller, which was the guy that was suspected to be a mole, the guy with the eyebrows, Ben Safdie, like
Yeah.
he wanted to do the fission stuff. No, he wanted to do the fusion.
Yeah, it's the
Where-
hydrogen.
The
where-
hydrogen bomb.
Yeah, he wanted to do that, and like the difference with that is that fusion, it joins two lighter atoms into a larger one,
Whatever that fucking means.
which is 3 to 4 times like a
The
greater
power
power
even
source
larger,
than fucking fission is, and that's fucking crazy. Like I loved how
Yeah,
they
but then they explained that like in order to get that to happen, you have to have a small nuke, right?
yeah, you have to have a smaller, like it has to be like
You have
a
to have
big
fission.
case, which is in the smaller case. So
But like he was saying, like you have to have fission in order to have the fusion,
exactly.
right?
You have to
But
combine
and then
the
the
two.
bomb that Oppenheimer made is just all fission,
Right.
which
Which
is
is-
like insane.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they, and then I guess they confirmed it in a YouTube video that we watched,
Yeah,
that they actually did drop a hydrogen bomb
yeah.
As a test, yeah.
as like a test, and that shit looked
London or
insane. I didn't
think,
even know that shit
Europe
existed,
or
to be
England.
honest.
Britain did, yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
don't
just an
think it
atomic bomb.
Yo,
Also, fun fact: when I was a kid, I used to think that there was like level to bombs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that atomic bomb was one level below a nuclear bomb. I didn't know that.
I
it
thought
was the
that
same
too.
thing.
I was
Right?
like, yo, there's levels to this bomb shit.
I mean, well, I guess
I was like, an
I guess
atomic
that-
bomb
I mean,
is
you're
just
not
like-
wrong.
The biggest bomb you-
yeah.
You're not wrong.
How?
Because it's like there is different types of bombs and it's
No,
levels.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I thought that the atomic bomb and a nuclear bomb were two different things.
I think it's called like a fat man.
A fat man?
An atomic bomb. I used to think an atomic bomb was just like the biggest bomb possible
See, look.
before it became.
It's
before
atomic.
it be, no,
It's
but
atomic.
no, but before it became nuclear, and then you have the nuclear bomb, which is like even bigger.
So
I'm talking when I was like young.
So
Nah, this was you right before this movie, bro.
Nah,
Nah.
I had a feeling. See?
Hydrogen bomb or coughing baby?
hydrogen bomb.
Coughing baby?
Yeah.
Crying baby, you mean?
Like, which one do I prefer?
Is it? Crying
What?
baby?
Why would I be mad at a coughing baby?
No, it's the meme. You don't get it.
I don't. You wouldn't get it? Yo, he's in his Joker arc. Yo, I love the scene
I'm
in the
considering
beginning
it. I'm considering
where he almost fucking kills his
Yo.
professor. Like,
That's why I was like, okay, I gotta get ready for anything. I was like, once I saw him injected in the apple, I was like, all right, hold on, I'm
Yo.
in a Nolan film. Let me hold up.
and you know what I mean, I'm definitely reaching here, but what I found interesting was Boar, right, who was about to eat it, like, he takes it from him.
Yeah.
And like I kind of just resonated with that, like especially when the film like went throughout, because Boar, remember when he met up with Boar afterwards, Boar was like, yo, like I'm not here to stay, like I'm not here to do this, like
Yeah,
this is
I don't want
this
to
is
take any part in this.
Exactly.
You don't need me.
like
obviously.
he never bit the apple like Eve did,
Yep.
and so
Yo, come on,
Like
bro.
the Garden of Eden. Oh my
that
god.
was tough.
Hold on.
That was tough.
That was hard.
My bad. I didn't mean to do that.
oh man,
I didn't mean to do that. That was my mistake.
can you do it one more time?
What? The ooh?
No.
Oh.
We're watching SpongeBob when we go.
I
home.
literally, that's how I picture like the sound effects that Mila makes when she starts running away and she's like drifting.
Right. But yeah, I thought that was you know, again, it could be completely wrong, but I just think it's something like that I perceive that I'm like, damn,
That was a
like,
great
even if-
observation.
But you know that happened in real life.
The apple, yeah.
The apple thing actually happened.
Like, he tried to inject him, yeah.
He admitted to it, yeah. And there was actually there's other dark sides to him. I think he like strangled someone or something.
dark sides
Dark side
as
No.
Dark Side is.
of the Force.
Jesus.
Wow.
in, Zack Snyder's the
DC
blueprint.
reference?
It was in the YouTube video that we were watching.
Yo, homie from Army of the Dead was in one of
Yeah.
the German
Yes, he
scientists.
was.
The
So
crack,
German,
the
bro.
safe cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Heisenberg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heisenberg.
Yo, so many names. In this.
Heisenberg.
Leslie Groves. Yo, Matt Damon is a dude who comes in, clocks in, does his job, clocks
Bro,
out. See you tomorrow.
He's the Lonnie. He's one of the Lonnie Walkers of Hollywood. It's just like, yo, this is what I gotta do. I bet.
I could see him being.
He
I could
got
see him being
traded.
a nomination for
crazy.
best supporting actor for this too.
You think?
I could see it. I think he's smart. I think he just like you said, he
clocked
shows
in.
up, does his job at a high level, and then leaves.
Yo.
Like
This was
Every
him
time
in
he was on
Air. This
screen-
was him in Air, just in Oppenheimer.
literally him and they had great chemistry too. Like for two people who, at least like on screen, like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
for two people who are totally opposite for the most part, their chemistry was phenomenal.
Yo, so did he like during those interrogation scenes, like did he sort of throw? I mean, he did throw Oppenheimer kind of under the bus, but at the same time, he defended him.
Nah, he didn't
No.
throw him under the bus.
He didn't throw him.
He
under
said,
the
but I
bus.
wouldn't recommend any of them.
Oh,
for
that's
that.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Under
yeah,
the
yeah.
So he's
new
like,
under
under
the
the new things.
Under the new
standards now.
guidelines. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they gave each other a look at the end. They were both like, bet, like good looks.
Damn.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I love how when Oppenheimer called his wife again, he was like, "Yo, leave the sheets out." I'm like, damn.
Shit is
Yeah,
fucked
because
up.
I guess
out
that
here.
means that he lost his credentials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then right, it was kind of what Einstein told him at the end, right? Where he was just like, "Oh, it's okay though, because they'll honor you afterwards, and it'll be for, you know, they'll make you think it's about you. What happened? What happened?
keeps flickering.
Y'all get distracted
No,
so
look.
easily, bro. Yeah, it
It's-
flickers.
Oh,
It does
I
that.
didn't know
It does
that.
that.
It does
I
that.
Yeah, it does that. I noticed it too.
But yeah, and I love that scene where, you know, because Robert Downey Jr. thought that he was like, yo, they were talking about me, like it's
like-
all about me. They're like, and then homeboy, fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi was just like, maybe they weren't even talking about you, bro.
And he was like,
You mean Harrison
Hans.
Ford's twin?
yeah,
"You mean
yeah.
Hans?"
You mean Han
Oh,
Solo?
Han Solo. I
Solo.
said
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. I'm bugging.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Han Solo
Han
was
Solo,
like, yo, like they probably wasn't even talking about you. They weren't.
Yeah, they weren't. They were
Talking about bigger shit.
weren't.
They're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
More
He was
important.
yeah.
That just means Albert Einstein never fucking liked them.
at
That's
all.
all that means.
No, I think he
Hold that.
associated him with like the reason why this whole thing, like
Right?
like,
No,
he
I'm
doesn't
talking.
blame
I
Oppenheimer
know.
for it.
I'm
He-
just
he-
talking about this specific instance, like as to
Where-
why he never looked. At
Yeah,
him.
I know. I'm
No,
saying
I think Einstein was just so like
pissed.
like what's the word, like awestruck, obstruct, like he was just so like
Starstruck.
like what Oppenheimer just told him, he was just like, wow, like damn, and he just walked away like damn. That's
Like
it.
that-
That could be.
it's
That
a-
could also be. It.
And he's
Because
just
that's-
like,
yeah,
I-
that's-
he wasn't
I-
paying attention. Like
Yeah,
it's not a big deal. Like
I took it as like because what he said was like, I fucked up and I shouldn't have done this. You
Yeah.
know, like so.
He admitted to him.
Yeah, and he's like I don't think that we should be trusted. Basically, what he was saying is I don't think they, being our government, should be trusted with this shit. But obviously, you could say that about anybody. But like he's saying that to him, and then he turns around and he sees this guy
Who's from the
who
government?
is from the government. And like he talks to him and he's like, hey, and he's just like, fuck, like you guys just basically killed. Like he thinks like in the future this will lead to our humanity's demise.
And that's why.
And
And
so-
that's why that.
That's what I took it as. But that's also a good point too, where he was like, he could have just been like, holy fuck.
no, but I think it is that, because that's even what Han Solo said was like, dude, they weren't even talking about you. They were just talking about other things that are more important. Like it had nothing.
Yeah,
to
maybe
do
it was
with-
more important than you're right. Right.
It had
Exactly.
literally nothing to do with
true.
Strauss. It
Also,
was
peep
just,
how the.
and I don't
Yeah,
even
that's just
think
his
he's
ego.
part of the government
Yeah.
yet. Like, I
Well,
don't
no,
think
No, he
was.
was. He was. He was
He
the direct.
was?
Some
Yeah,
direct.
okay, my bad.
That
That's what I
hired
mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
but I don't think like that's how he saw
Yeah.
it.
I
I
just
think like
Fair.
RDJ's character was just like he first of all, he wanted to be the one to introduce
That
Einstein
he felt he wanted
to
to feel
Strauss,
important.
but
Yeah.
then Strauss was like,
I already know
the
him.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, Oppenheimer already. You mean Oppenheimer?
He was like, I already know him.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I already know him. And then, first of all, so that took away his boner. And then also, like, him going up to them, because obviously I think he was already, like, somewhat had a relationship with Einstein, right? And felt proud
10
about
years,
it.
yeah.
So, like, but Einstein just walking by him because he was so, like, starstruck about something, it probably hit him. And he like, the earlier conversation that he had with Oppenheimer.
I think the word you're looking for is like dumbfounded, not like starstruck is like when you meet somebody and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe.
Yeah,
it.
sure, yeah.
Sorry.
Right,
sorry.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just Strauss's ego. That's all it was.
It literally is.
Yeah,
It's like
that's what happened.
it's like
Yeah.
because he's not the one to introduce them, and Oppenheimer went up to him himself, and then on top of that, Einstein doesn't even look at him in the
Acknowledge
face.
him.
and the
Yeah.
Congress.
That'll hit your ego, and then after that, it was that other thing that happened that
and the
I didn't really
Congress. 'Cause So
understand.
basically, he embarrassed him because I think before Oppenheimer had spoke, I think he spoke first, right? And then I have to rewatch
Strauss,
the
you're
scene,
saying?
but yeah, Strauss spoke first, and he said.
It was something about like isotopes or some
Yes,
shit.
yes, it had to do with the isotopes, and basically, I think Oppenheimer just went up there and just shit on his entire argument and made him look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what happened, and then everybody was laughing at him because he was cracking jokes and da 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 da, and then he was just like, ha ha ha, yeah.
Like,
ha,
Api
ha,
was
ha.
really arrogant.
But meanwhile- Meanwhile-
Yo, we started Api, bro.
Meanwhile,
Nolan got it
sir,
from us.
He had the Arthur.
Reshoots.
He had the Arthur fist like under the
Yeah.
on his side. Like,
When he was sitting like this, he was sitting like this. He was like,
funny,
"Fucker."
funny,
Fucker.
you know.
Yeah,
Son of a
for
bitch.
sure.
But yeah, all that, it's crazy how all that shit with Oppenheimer didn't really. I don't think he ever meant him like the impact that people have without knowing the impact
No,
Yeah.
but
on
that's
another person.
So Christopher Nolan's
insane.
entire thing is like, this dude changed the course of reality, whether you like it or not.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, He's not taking
truth.
sides here.
That is objective
that's why
truth.
that's why his boy, I forgot what his name was, but like the tall dude with the glasses that he started working with in the school.
In the school, yeah.
He was dope as fuck too.
Yeah.
Josh,
And-
I thought he was the traitor at one point. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
me too. I was like, oh, this is gonna be
Yeah.
a crazy like twist. But I love how when in that conversation when kind of telling Appy to clean up his act, because you're not just an ordinary dude. Like you're a dude that's
You're
about
the guy.
you're about to change history, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you gotta. This is how you gotta act right now, or else we're not gonna get clearance. We're not gonna get funding. We're not gonna get shit to do the things that we need to do.
Yeah.
His wife said it too.
Yeah, she was like,
No-
everyone is
no one's
looking
gonna-
at you,
they're
bro.
not gonna get it done. You
Right,
are gonna
you're
get
gonna
it
get
done.
the shit done.
Like,
So
forget everybody else,
bro.
which
That,
is wild.
and again, man, that's why to me, with great power comes great responsibility, and it's just like
He
this.
said
Marvel
Like
reference.
exactly, bro. MCU is the blueprint for sure. Yo, quantum physics, quantum mania. It's all confirmed. It's all connected. It's all light. It's all it's a full circle. But yeah, man. I think Nolan does such a good job of showing that impact of how Oppenheimer is the dude to get it done, and all of this is on his shoulders. And right when Gene
like it or
either
not.
commits suicide or gets killed, and he's like, yo, like this is gonna get pinned on me. It's gonna be more shit like on me. And then Emily Blunt's like, yo, get your fucking shit together, bro.
Yeah,
like
she said
get
even
your
when you
shit
fuck
together.
up, you're not allowed to like
Oh, boo fucking who,
take your
bro.
fuck ups and then make me feel
Bad
bad
about
for
it.
you.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like I'm like, damn.
Own your shit. And
Right.
you know what I love too as well? Like two shots that really resonated with me. Was in the beginning when we had sort of that montage of him like being outside of the school and sort of looking at the ground and seeing like the fucking droplets
Yeah.
of water, and it almost looks like a map of where the nukes are gonna hit. And
Oh,
then
right.
at the
Good point.
end, while he's looking at the pond after having
the
that
same
conversation
exact-
with,
yeah.
with
Yeah.
Einstein, you see that same thing in the water, and it's just like, wow, like it's
Insane.
almost like it's like, oh my
Damn.
gosh, like this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing.
And then like at the end of that conversation, it's like, oh wow, this is reality now. And I love when Nolan does that. Like he's very subtle with scenes like that affect
Yeah.
you at the end of the film. Because I felt like that, that conversation at the pond was just like a cameo moment, and ended up actually being the fucking
Cameo?
the thesis statement of the. I thought the thing with Einstein was just a cameo.
I know.
Okay. Sorry.
Einstein was just a cool cameo.
Yeah, I just thought he was just gonna show up and like be like that moment there, but it actually being the thesis statement of the film. Like,
Yeah.
Right, that was the stamping point. Like
Yeah.
that was the point that was made. It's like, yo, and right, this all led into the Cold War,
Yeah.
which was just another and it's just
a
something
whole
that's
other era that our parents probably had to grow up in. That most of our parents grew up in, pretty much. Facing nuclear annihilation, like facing,
Wild.
like that's why we have fallout shelters in New York and stuff, because people were worried about that.
Nolan also said in that video too, like I grew up with, and a lot of kids I knew that grew up
RDJ
with,
said it too. Yeah.
Yeah. They all grew up with this fear that they were all gonna get killed in this nuclear war
Holocaust, yeah.
at this time, and it's like, wow.
Nuclear
It's
war
like-
is
and then-
imminent.
dude, it changed.
And then
It changed.
the more
It changed
time
the
went
world.
on, it was started to like die down because it started, I guess, like kind of just being like, yo, like, I guess like the acceptance of the fact that
Well,
it's like,
because it's like, yo,
right,
you
exactly.
sure?
Yeah,
You
yo,
sure?
You
What
shoot,
All right, bet.
you
It's-
shoot, we shoot.
Right,
It's like,
literally-
and we
it's
all
literally
die.
Michael-
And that's
Michael
literally
Scott,
what
Dwight.
like he showed at the end,
Right.
like visually, with all the nukes lined up,
yeah.
all the nukes going off, and then the world just like kind of slowly
ending.
burning.
Yep.
And then, like, I thought that was like a real cool message, and I
Yeah.
hope the Russians watch this and Stalin watches it and just chills.
Yeah, Stalin.
Yo, time is a fixed point. Time is relative. I'm there with you,
Putin.
Brim. I got you.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
got
meant Putin. I'm sorry.
He's buns,
Fucking
bro.
what was that Mission Impossible quote when he was talking about this next war is not gonna be? He said it's not gonna be a cold one. It's gonna be, I don't know what
Hot
it was.
one.
Come on,
If
bro.
that's not what he said,
my
that should have
job.
been what he
That's my
said.
job.
Right? You fuck with that?
No.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. So we're just gonna use.
I
hot
know.
The
one.
director,
I know.
what was it? The good dude from Mission Impossible 1 that came
my
back. He was like,
God, Kittredge.
when he was talking, Kittredge. He was like, this next war isn't gonna be a cold
War
one.
isn't gonna be a cold war.
It's gonna be a bloody one. It's
Be a
gonna be,
hot one.
man.
Watch. I bet you. How much?
He didn't say that.
Guys, 1 out of 10. Very good acting, but nothing else. Not gonna say it was a bad movie, but gives it a 1 out of a 10.
1 out of 10.
But it was average at best. Despite the amazing acting,
I
the
got it.
movie falls short in
the
every
quote.
other aspect. The short scenes and continuous cutting and shifting from past to future, where some scenes didn't serve any purpose or help to understand. In fact, it makes you more lost alongside the unnecessary characters. All of the previous added the 40 to 50 extra minutes that made it a boring film. Disappointingly, mainly because of the hype around it. But honestly, a movie mainly about quote-unquote bombs had one bomb scene, and 90% was just meetings of people grilling each other with loud music in the background. I'm assuming he meant loud.
I don't. Load. Yeah.
So he just thought it was going to be about bombs?
Yeah, exactly. Just bombs just dropping. He wanted to see all in Japan.
Well, so Kettridge, he
quote-
said the
quote-
next war isn't going to be a cold war. It's going to be a shooting war, a ballistic war over a rapidly dwindling ecosystem.
Dude,
How does
A
it
ballistic war.
dude, and
That's what.
isn't it crazy to think that all these areas, like, because where did they were in New Mexico, right? And then
Yeah.
Geo said made a point where somewhere in Nebraska, right?
They had bunkers there
All,
where
all
they
they
were-
do is just bomb shit, right?
Well,
like
because
do
they were
tests.
because some
How much radiation do you think is there?
no, because not every location was used for nuclear tests. A lot of those it was just for munitions like mortars and stuff, and just standard bombs and stuff. It wasn't like nuclear radiation.
Okay.
That
Standard-
stuff was
standard
more
bombs.
That stuff was more
Regular shit.
Yeah, like frags and stuff. Like that's
There's
the nuclear.
there's levels to this shit.
Exactly,
There's
like,
levels to this
the
shit.
nuclear stuff was more towards the desert and like in the ocean, and stuff.
Unpopulated area.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
or in
that
Puerto
scene,
Rico
though?
too? where
The
they
one
do that.
bomb scene that
The
we did
ocean?
get was just
That's
fucking
fucking crazy.
fire. The one bomb scene that we get was fucking fire.
Bro, the sound. Fuck, bro.
I think my lung collapsed. Like it was,
That
it
shit
was
Dude,
kinda
I
crazy.
felt myself shaking,
dude,
bro.
I was in the theater and I was like, oh, like for the first time, like where the sound was like it wasn't delayed, but it was like you don't hear it immediately, obviously, because the sound has to travel.
You just
to
hear Oppenheimer fucking breathing.
So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I guess we're not gonna hear the sound or something.
Dude, I thought the same
And-
thing. I
and
was like,
then-
yo, no shot.
I was like, that's weird. And then it just comes out. I was like, I got so scared. I like jumped out of my seat. I was like, oh my god. And then when the actual when the test succeeded and they were like, oh my god, I was waiting the entire time.
because you thought it was gonna be aftershock.
Yeah, I was waiting for. I knew it was gonna come. I was like, how loud is this gonna be? And he was like, whoa, shit! It just came over. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
You guys ever seen like videos from like when they did the nuke test to see like how like I think they like built houses to see like how it affects like a house.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
Nuketown comes from. That concept of that.
yeah, bro. It's like
In
and
Call
it's
of
like at
Duty?
different.
Yeah.
It's like in different radiuses. So they'll literally show you like one that's like up close and there's a camera inside.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that close because then it would just disintegrate, right?
Yeah.
But it's like just the impact of the wave itself.
Yeah.
It'll literally just blow the fucking house out off, and then
Yep.
as you keep going further and further, it'll just be the walls, and then just the windows will blow.
That's where the
and then just like the wind would hit it, and like it's crazy. But I think in all those radiuses though, like it was still like really bad to be there still because of radiation.
Are you familiar with the rule of thumb?
If
Well,
it's
So
like
if-
something about your thumb.
Yeah,
right?
so
Let's
you
come
know
down.
Fallout 4 and stuff, like where you see the Pit Boy like this.
yeah.
He's not like winking and giving you a thumbs up. He's measuring how far you are from the mushroom cloud. If your thumb can cover the mushroom cloud, you're safe. You're safe in safe distance from the nuclear blast.
If it doesn't cover it, then
you
you're
know
Yeah.
about that evolution, bro.
And
Remember evolution?
And and then I think what they tell you to do too is to lay flat on the floor, right?
Yeah, to avoid the sound wave like clapping you.
yeah.
But
And
But like
also,
it's fucking insane how like first of all how delayed the sound is, and then like the
Yep.
impact of the sound wave itself is
Yeah.
fucking wild.
yeah.
I thought Huey's windshield was just gonna like break.
I
and
know.
Nah, but they
I was like,
they
oh,
were
dude.
really
Far,
like I don't
yeah.
think
Yeah, they were
this
so
is
far.
my one gripe is that I
Oh,
wish
2 out of 9.
and I said this earlier at Buffalo Wild
Mm-hmm.
Wings is like I kind of wish he just like found a way to make the bomb bigger, and because you could tell that I think I don't know, bro. Because I don't know
So
what
to
he
you,
did.
it sounded like where
No, no, it's not
you
the
want it to
sound.
be.
It wasn't the sound. It was
Oh,
the
okay.
way it looked. You could, you know how you could tell something is like miniature scale,
All right,
because you just know.
all right.
You know what I mean? I feel like I could tell that bomb was real, which is sick, but the people were a lot closer to it than in real life, where they were very far away from it. Like seriously far away.
Yeah,
from
they were
it.
miles away, bro.
I
Like,
feel like that's an
fucking
L.
several miles
Yeah.
away, and you could tell that they were closer than in reality what actually happened. But they were closer because you want that bomb that's not a real nuke to look bigger.
Yeah.
Because if they were that far away, that bomb that's real but that's not a nuke, you wouldn't even see it.
Yeah.
So they had to put them closer so that
Yeah.
it looks.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But I
yeah.
feel like I feel like they could have done better with that. Because a real nuke, when you see it, it is like fucking wild how fucking big it is. Like you see
it
that
covers
shit
the
from
entire
sky.
sky, yeah, from
You know what I
space.
mean?
You
And
can see
it
that shit
didn't
from
look
space.
like that.
But
Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think that's the only real L that Nolan has to take when experimenting
How do you-
with bombs because he wants to do it. You
Like,
know?
I wish he-
So
like,
it's like, sorry,
it would've
I gotta
been
fuck
cool-
up the atmosphere for this movie. You know what I'm saying?
like the
I know what you're
zoomed
saying,
in
though,
shots
yeah.
of the bomb,
Yeah.
like in the fiery sky, like that was all real, right? Like I love that, but I wish like when they were at least like sitting back and like looking at it, I wish they used CGI to
Just to
really
make
just
it
show
bigger.
how
But-
fucking like how absurdly huge this fucking thing
But
is.
maybe that wasn't the point to see, because like I love how personal this achievement was for Oppenheimer, where like
Oh yeah,
the
I love
initial
that.
thing we hear is his voice, like you just hear his breath, like kind of like, oh my god, like holy shit, I'm
This is
witnessing
happening.
this. This is
Yeah.
happening. This is this
And you saw
happening.
how bright it got, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, that was crazy.
That
I was like,
flash,
That'll
whoa.
blind dude.
It got in
That's
a
why they
bunch
got
of-
the
Yeah, that's what-
welder
yeah, they were all
suit.
like-
the goggles on, and that's the thing. Like when in Hiroshima, like there were shadows left on the wall because people just got straight up annihilated.
That's so
That's
fucking
insane.
Did you hear
bro.
what they said about the stripes?
Yeah,
People who were wearing striped shirts, like
it burned.
they burned in stripes.
Yeah.
Actually,
And-
that was on the YouTube video we
yeah,
saw.
the YouTube video. Yeah.
Fucking
and also
crazy.
on the YouTube video was that tower, that obviously the tower, you know, that they dropped the bomb on, or you know, detonated the bomb with during the test, that obviously got disintegrated.
Yeah,
But
and the sand around.
turned to glass
Yeah.
around it. Like that's
how hot it
wild.
got.
That's some fucking.
I wish they showed like
that's
if-
some
if
Harry
Nolan
Potter
could've
shit.
Found a way to do that, and then you could see like.
Yeah,
what the,
I think
but-
Nolan didn't
but-
want to
yeah.
mess
listen,
with
man.
really like showing.
Nolan was like, we need the particle accelerator.
I think he did a good job
Yeah.
of showing us the perspective of Oppenheimer. Like even when he stepped on you know, it wasn't a real person obviously, but he stepped on the corpse of a burnt body because it's just like, yo, like this is your doing.
Yeah.
Or even when he was
Yes.
in there, like, and all of that was coming.
see the flashes.
The lady with the
Yes.
burnt face.
Yes, you hear screams in the middle of,
Bro,
of the
that
the
shit
score.
terrified the
Yeah, it's
fuck out of me, bro.
like
Yeah,
it's
Oh my
what the
god.
yo, it's a clinic. Nolan put on a fucking clinic in terms of
There's so
filmmaking
much-
for sure.
This is truly something that I'm glad that y'all got to enjoy and stuff, because like you know,
Y'all?
Bro's saying it like he made it.
Yeah, right. It's
like-
a wave tape.
It's a wave tape, guys. This is what my life's work culminated to.
no,
Enjoy.
because in terms of the science part of it, because like that shit like that is on my mind constantly, like him looking up at the stars or something or whatever, like that shit is incredible, and it's also daunting when even in the most brilliant sense of like his curiosity,
Right.
like he was just trying to like sort of like experiment, like still there's this sort of childlike kind of sense to it, where it's just like, yo, I kind of just want to see like what this is like, what an exploding star would do, like how if we could recreate that. But like I wasn't trying to do all of that, but I'm also really glad that people are enjoying that about the science part, because that shit is exciting.
Yeah.
It's a great time for it.
I mean,
Oppenheimer.
everything was. It's like it's
What's your new nickname?
it deals with it.
Oppie.
It deals with the
Happy.
political, spectrum of things, because this is obviously anything that deals with a world-ending event is a political matter, right?
It gets turned into that, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
of course. And then it's also the science behind it. So
Yeah.
you get the experts that are like, yo, like, do we really want to use this to be a man-made weapon? Like, do you know how extraordinary this is? Like, this is not meant for people like us to have our hands on.
And the thing is that even with Api, like when this sort of passion project of yours that is still very much a science project gets greenlit, it's just like, oh, okay.
Dude, and at
Also,
the end-
do
Universal
it.
like let him do so much. Like they probably like gave him the whole bag. They gave him the whole like check. They were like, "You can do whatever the fuck you want, because I know how you feel about WB right now. Stay with us.
So, okay.
Stay with us, bro. Like I think that's the entire
They're
thing.
like, we have the pyrotechnics team from like Fast 10.
And again, bro, this shit was 100 mil. Like
That's
this shit wasn't even
insane,
like
bro.
all that much money. Like so
100 million. He
it
shot
ju-
the entire thing on film and IMAX, bro. That's so.
It
You
just-
know how many tons of like I'm gonna tell you how much film
Yo,
it was.
Oh, it went on for
70
miles.
IMAX, crazy.
There's like videos of the projectors and like that shit is like covering.
Shit don't
the
even got
entire
trailers. It's like, yo, you better be there prompt because it started at that time.
Room. Yeah, we can't fit. We couldn't fit fucking trailers in the
They didn't even show
projector.
the Regal
have
preview.
tra-
The din, 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 din,
You
din.
guys didn't have trailers?
Nah, we did, but no, on the 70 IMAX ones,
Like the
that
select
they
theaters
showed,
that
select
have it?
theaters, yeah,
Oh,
they
You
don't
mean
show
the same way
trailers.
this pod is shot right now?
Yeah.
No trailers.
No, 70 millimeter IMAX.
Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, man. So Markamus, what's your rating?
Wavy.
Ariel.
Come on, bro.
Wavy, baby. Yeah.
Nolan has not ever missed for me at
Yeah.
all. They're all 10s. Usually.
Wavy.
Yeah.
100% wavy.
Wavy, bro.
Wavy, yeah.
And but
I swear to God, if you please say wavy.
Yo.
Damn, bro.
Damn,
No,
word.
because before you said
He's gonna
it's
say
nowhere
Sublime.
I said it's not. It's
nowhere close to his best.
I think
End
Interstellar
quote.
is just like.
But after you give your rankings, I want Brim to start off with his ranking. After you give your rating, rank all of Nolan's films, and I'm gonna.
Nah, that's OD.
What you mean?
All the Nolan films. There's like 11 of them.
That's it.
Nah, we're not doing all that.
Really? No.
Yeah, that's OD.
Top 3?
Top 3. We can do top 3.
Oh, okay, then top 3.
Okay.
That shit was atomic, bro. Nah, that shit was wavy. That shit was wavy.
Okay.
Should Wavy be replaced with Oppie?
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh.
Should wavy be replaced with Oppie? Nah.
Literally the
maybe.
same pod that we said, nah, we're
No
locking
more,
it
yeah, we're
in.
locking
No
it
more
in. Nah,
editing.
we're not
Brim
doing it.
said, yo,
But yeah,
should we
cool.
change
Hit
it?
us. What's your top 3 Nolan then?
Inception. So it's between. Oh man, it's tough. It's between. Oh my god. Okay, Interstellar, then then The Dark Knight. That's it, and then Oppenheimer's probably. Oppenheimer might be 3.
You like it more than
after a
Tenet?
rewatch. I did.
Copy.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Tenet was amazing though. Obviously they're all 10s, but just yeah.
I definitely feel you in this top 3 Nolan.
Oh, Interstellar,
He wasn't
The
paying
Dark
attention
Knight.
the time.
Fuck.
People really hate Inception, huh? It's just crazy.
10 out of 10. I hate it.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, hate is a strong.
No, not hate, but I just feel like nobody. Talks
Yeah,
about
I
this
put
movie.
Inception 3, and then Oppenheimer would be 4. I'm gonna watch
Okay.
Oppenheimer again
Yeah.
in like a few
I'm
days.
excited
though.
for the rewatch,
I'm
dude.
excited.
I'm already
That's-
itching to rewatch.
That's gonna
it.
be, bro.
It's
'cause,
gonna
like,
hit.
I'm
I
probably
don't have to focus on like the technicality. I can just focus on shit I missed. Like I can focus on like
right.
and like have this shit on subtitles so I could like be like, oh yes, that now it makes sense. Because sometimes I'm just like, I don't. What did he say? I missed it. Now I can't rewind. That's the only thing I hate about movie theaters.
Yeah.
Brim top
I'm
3.
gonna go from top down. Interstellar,
Okay.
and then
Shit.
probably Inception, and then I guess The Dark Knight,
Man said
but-
I guess.
I thought you
and
said.
then but it's stuck between The Dark Knight and Tenet.
Wait, I thought you didn't you say the Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight or something, or is that not you?
I still think that, but
So then
it's just
Batman Begins would be there.
it's hard to explain the way I
Really?
think about these movies. Yeah,
Okay, interesting.
I think as like a Nolan film and like what he was able to achieve in The Dark Knight
Yeah.
as a director.
Oh, okay,
is,
Yeah.
like,
okay. I see what
fucking
you're saying.
crazy.
I
you know
think
what
I
mean?
think
Like,
I think there's a difference
I think
between
that-
favorite, like what you enjoyed more, and
Yeah.
what on a technical spectrum is like, alright, bro, like
That's what it is.
yeah.
like the,
So that's why like
You enjoyed Batman Begins more, but The Dark Knight is the better film.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'd be
Exactly.
saying. That's what I'd be saying
That's a
about
good way
the.
to put it.
That's what I'd be saying about the Dark Knight and the Batman. I think the Batman is a better Batman film, but The Dark Knight is an overall better film. Yeah,
That's a take.
I think The Batman is a better Batman film. Like I feel like it's more of a Batman story. But The Dark Knight is just cinematic beauty from start to finish. I mean, so is the Batman, but
Wait, but hold on, and then Oppenheimer. But like
At four?
Tenet and Dark Knight are close
Okay.
in 3, and then Oppenheimer would be 4.
4.
Yeah. Even Inception, like Inception, Dark Knight, and Tenet, I feel like they're kind of all there. But like literally Interstellar, nothing touches that.
I don't know. I had to rewatch Interstellar.
Oof.
I
Yeah.
loved it, but it
I'm
was.
surprised
I have
Tenet
to
is not
rewatch
even
it.
on your top 4s.
That's 5 for me.
what'd you say?
Yeah, I remind you, but
That's true. Because you've seen it like 20 times, so
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna be his number 1. I feel like he references it so much. I just feel like he has.
I've only seen it one time, bro, and I cannot wait to see it.
What?
Tenet. I
You
cannot
only
wait.
seen it
I
once?
watched
I've only
the
seen it
3.
the one time. I've
Yo,
only seen
one
it the
time
one
JB, bro.
Tenet confirmed. I've already seen it again. I've already seen it again. I've only seen it one time.
It's crazy. I'm the one who watched it.
And
3
You're a
times.
liar.
And not on my phone. like
You're a
Eunice.
liar.
I didn't watch it on my phone.
Mine would be
Oh, you're right. You,
In-
you didn't watch
Interstellar-
it.
Yeah.
You were on your phone.
You're watching. Yeah. You watch it through the
Interstellar,
reflection on your phone.
The Dark Knight, and Inception.
Interstellar.
Where does the Prestige
What's
rank
4
on
and
all
5?
y'all rankings?
I've
I've
only
never
seen
seen
it. I've only seen it one time, and I can't really remember it like that.
I
What?
need.
So I
I
have
want to
to rewatch
rewatch it, or I want to watch it.
What is that?
The Prestige? It's a Nolan movie.
Oh.
That's like that's the only Nolan movie I've seen.
Is
haven't seen
Bale,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Bale, Hugh Jackman, and Scarlett Johansson, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
Yeah.
again,
And Rebecca
sta-
Hall.
I know about the movie, but and I know it's a stacked cast. It's insane, but I just haven't. I haven't watched.
Oh
it.
no, I'm smoking
I
Nolan.
have
I'm
to
smoking
go
Nolan's
through.
filmography and Greta's filmography within the next week.
Oh yeah, I want to watch
Yeah.
this.
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird, and
Yeah, and,
And
Little,
Little
Women.
Women.
Yeah.
Little Women, yeah.
Bro, she loves Timothy Chalamet and Saoirse Ronan, bro. They're in both of those movies. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, I think again I'm gonna rewatch Tenet because I did enjoy Tenet. I love the Tenet cast a lot.
Hell yeah.
But then Oppie on the rewatch could go up, but Oppie's in the top 5. It's Tenet and then Oppie right now.
It's so hard to rank these because they're just
They're all good. They're all good.
and they're all. It's so weird because they're all. We always talk about how they're all kind of to do with time,
Yeah.
and things like that. Like even Oppenheimer. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's even about not other than the fact that it jumps around in time to like look at Oppenheimer at different points in his life, but also the fact that it's him asking himself in the future, is this shit gonna bite us in the ass, and am I gonna like be,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you have to find out.
you know, like that's time. Like it's all to do with time. I just love it, and even though it has to do with it's this, they're all so different. You know, like that just shows how
He still made this about space some way somehow.
Right.
Like in like the 1940s, World War and like even and because this to me had a little bit of that space time that continuum that he loves to discuss, and also like elements of Dunkirk where it's war.
Yeah.
And dealing with the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
So I think it's great, and I love to kind of end it off. Even
But he didn't give his.
oh my bad, go ahead.
I was like, I'm pointing. Let him do it.
I'm so stressed, like Oppenheimer. Nah, but my top 3 is Interstellar, Tenet, and
Damn.
Interstellar, Tenet. And Oppenheimer.
Wow.
Interstellar, Tenet, Oppenheimer.
Cracked the top 3 on the first watch.
It's it might
Bro,
crack.
Tenet
it
is
might
so
crack.
fucking good, bro.
Yeah, it
Bro,
is.
come on, bro. You
So
don't
good.
fucking here with it, man. Thank you, bro.
It is.
Damn.
So yeah, and I'm just gonna leave it off with I love the fact that kind of to your point that you made before we started getting into the rankings, where this was his project, and even when Germany had already lost, and he was still like, no, like we have to go through with this. Like we've made it this far. We don't know
that's
who
what I'm saying.
else is gonna
His
is gonna get their
ambition-
hands
his
on it.
ambition
Like,
really got to him.
Because the news is already out.
nothing
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah,
nothing
nothing
changes.
changes.
I'm like,
Yo, job done?
Job not finished.
Job not finished.
Guys, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Before
What a
we
beautiful
go,
week.
Before we go, it has been a beautiful week for cinema and also a stressful week for cinema with the strike and everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To end it off, I would like to do Boxheads.
Oh.
I forgot. Yeah.
Shit.
I'm gonna give y'all 3 minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes is about to be on the clock. We are doing numbers. We are doing 36 through 40, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And I'm gonna give you the hints.
Let's do this.
Right, so explain what
Again.
it is for the people who.
First time listeners. So basically, these are the top 50 highest grossing films of all time. We have already done 50 through 41. We are now at 40 through 36. All I need these gentlemen to do are to give me the names of the films. I will give them a hint for each. They do not have to give me the year. They do not have to give me the how much the film made, and not even the order, just the film. So gentlemen, the hints I'm going to give, within this list right now, there are 2 Star Wars films.
Okay.
There are 2 Pixar films. And there is 1 film that stars Johnny Depp.
Wow, another Johnny Depp.
It's gotta be another
Pirates.
City.
So,
Alright,
let,
so
let me
two
know.
Star
Let me
Wars,
know when y'all ready.
Star Wars,
2 Star
two
Wars,
Pixars.
2 Pixars, and by the way, the
Johnny
2
Depp.
Pixars are from the same franchise.
But that's all the hints we're getting.
That is
Yeah.
all the
So,
hints.
And one.
Okay.
And 3 minutes on the
one
clock.
I don't know the
I would like to
Pirates
submit
movies.
a vote for one of the Star Wars movies.
Okay.
Go.
Rogue One.
All right. So Rogue One,
Okay.
but we gotta go with the older ones.
All right, can I click?
So-
Can I get started then? You
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
ready?
yeah,
Oh,
All right.
sorry. I already.
No, all good. All right.
Yeah, go.
3 minutes on the clock.
So Rogue One, can we say maybe Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith? Maybe.
I wouldn't say Attack of the Clones. I would have said Phantom Menace because I feel like Phantom
We already
Menace.
said Phantom Menace.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought people would have been turned off by Phantom Menace. I
I
don't
would
know.
say episode 2 and 3.
Okay.
Like either So Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, both. Okay.
Okay.
That works
We'll do
better. Yeah. So.
So you guys are doing 2 and 3.
the
Yeah.
Clones.
But you think did Rogue One crack a Billy?
I'm
Fuck.
sure it did too, but I don't know if it will be that far down because it's pretty
Okay,
recent.
so I'm gonna say
Everybody
Rogue
loved
One and episode 2.
Yo, these movies used to
let's go
hit
with that.
Billy's so easily, bro.
Yeah, Rogue One and
Especially
episode 2.
Star Wars.
That's
Attack
so
of the
crazy.
Clones.
Okay. And
All right,
So
now
2
two
Pixar,
Pixar.
movies.
So it has to be either Toy Story. No,
Junior, are these only 2 movies, or are there more?
they're within the same
Sequels.
franchise.
Wait, how much time do we have?
The franchise.
2 minutes.
2
Yeah,
minutes.
they're in the same franchise, but a franchise that has more than 2 movies.
Yes.
How many movies? Can't say that.
Cars?
No.
Did we say Cars?
I don't.
Cars 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Is
It
there a
could be
Cars 3?
Yeah, there
There
is
is
a
Cars
Cars
3.
3. And there's even a planes.
No shot.
There is.
Yes, there is a plane.
Car-
But if we say
I-
Cars 1 and 2, that means Cars 3 made more, or did Cars 3 ever crack a Billy?
I
I
don't
know,
think Cars 2
but
did,
Cars
but
3
I know
was
Cars
out.
1 and 2 definitely did.
For sure.
All right,
I-
so Cars 1 and 2. Fuck it.
Cars 1 and 2.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm with it. Because
What
it's
do you
not
think?
Toy Story
We don't
1.
have that
It's
much. How
not
much
Toy
time
It's
we
Story.
have?
not. It's not.
It's
you're
not
right,
Toy
you're
Story 2 and 3.
Huh?
What do you think? Did you?
right. I agree. I agree.
Yeah?
Because it's
What-
also
how much
not.
time?
You guys got 1 minute and 15.
Also,
Okay, so
Incredibles
we're
1 and 2.
No, but
No, that's
only
higher.
two.
That's way higher.
That's
Alright,
higher.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
and that's only 2.
Johnny Depp movie. Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's one of the Pirates. I don't know any about those movies, so I don't know.
I can't even remember the last one we chose.
We pick, can we go 1?
Curse of the Black Pearl.
I have no idea. Never seen them.
Junior, what was the last Pirates
Really?
that we chose
Never.
before?
Curse of the
You
Black Pearl.
guys on Stranger Tides. You guys have 45 seconds.
So, which is that the second one?
No, that's like the.
That's like the fourth one.
Or fourth
That's the
one, I
fourth
think.
one.
Yeah, because it
Or
was.
third
I think
one.
I know the.
So
first
maybe
one,
the first Pirates.
So
Yeah,
Curse of the
that's-
Black Pearl.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
Alright.
confirmed.
locked.
We locked them.
Yeah.
Go, hold on.
Lock. Okay, I'm pausing.
thing on me. I got that stick.
So real quick, I have Rogue One, Episode 2, Cars 1 and 2, Pirates, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Confirmed?
Confirmed.
Perfect.
Oh, God.
All right. Are you
Yo, we
guys
failed
ready?
miserably,
Perfect.
bro.
Are you guys
Perfect.
ready?
Here we go.
At number 40, it peaked at 20, came out in 2016, made $1,057,420,387. Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
That's crazy.
Good shit, Mark. Good shit, Mark.
At number 39, it peaked at 3. It came out in 2006. It made 1,066,179,747. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
The second one. I almost
Fucking Davy Jones, bro. That's why. God damn it.
At 38, peaked at number 4. Came out in 2010. 1,066,970,811. Toy Story 3.
Fuck!
No.
Toy Story 3.
So we automatically got the other one.
Yeah.
At 37, peaked at 30, came out in 2019. $1,073,394,593.
Rise.
Toy Story 4.
Wow.
At
Wow.
36, peaked at 32, came out in 2019. $1,074,144,248. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Sorry, gentlemen.
Only one.
We were on the right track. That Rogue One guess, I was like, oh, we got that. We got the rest.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, okay,
The
we're
shit I
pretty
feel
good.
like it gets like sometimes it's like way too harder than it has to be.
And that's the tea.
Like a Star Wars movie. Did you say Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
It's two Star Wars.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy
the
because there's
thing,
so
man.
many, bro. Like, how-
Yeah, but like,
But I also want to give out too much because then it gets too easy.
Because
right?
but you said
could have said like prequels, sequels.
Nah.
Ah, that gets too easy.
I know. I don't know. I agree.
Nah,
Because
but-
the next step is always like, then you'll know.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's not-
damn, we were sleeping on fucking Toy Story,
Bro,
bro.
we in the apology. I wasn't really
No,
familiar
I know.
with
I
the
think
game.
Not
we're
really, I thought it-
overestimating it. We
Oh,
were
yo,
thinking it's gonna be.
yeah,
we were like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
we're-
Toy Story's gonna be much higher.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. But no, you guys did good the first 2 rounds. Third round, not so much.
science,
but
bro.
you'll bounce back next week. I have faith in you guys.
Yeah.
But until then, make sure to come through and chill. And I want to beach everyone off.